get it. Welcome back, Team Package. Choose the Fat. I am Jason, the only podcast brought to you by Team Package.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis. This is Billy.
I am the producer.
All right, so
Maybe.
she's here.
She's
Her
here.
her mic is halfway there.
Yeah,
Just
it's in the vicinity. It's there.
watch, something's gonna happen. She's all right.
All right, check this out now. Check this out. All right, we got many topics to get to today. But let's start here. Dooley, what's going on at the Zon? I'm waiting on delivery. It's going to be here between 4:15 and 7:30. Could you find out what time that's going to be?
Oh, I saw it and I told them hold that back for another 3 days. They asked why. I was like, because fuck them.
Because the TMB came through with the PTP and the QR.
Because damn it, Dooley.
Just like that thing with Christopher Titus. Just let his hope die down a little bit. He said it was going to be here in 3 hours. It's been 4 days.
Dennis, you been getting your ass kicked at the bushy?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
You were alone all week?
all week. Yeah.
Any particular reason? Or just, no?
Well, he was sick, so I get it. But, like, yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't want to do that again in a while.
We said tomorrow?
I'm hoping I'm not by myself tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a truck coming in tomorrow, too, don't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All the good stuff.
Hopefully some of it showed up today, because I got some orders that need to be done on Tuesday.
Oh, like your family packs?
Well, those, and then I got one dude that needs a bunch of lamb legs, because his wife invited, like, 9 people over to their house. Because he does the best lamb in the area, and I'm like, okay.
Like roasted lamb legs?
Mm-hmm.
And you need 9?
But
That seems excessive.
no, not 9, but he needs at least 10 to 15 pounds worth.
Oh.
So that way, and I only had one.
How much does a lamb leg weigh?
About 5-6 pounds boneless.
So you're gonna need like 3.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, I had one for him on Saturday. I'm like, that's all I got, man.
Do you take the bones out of them, or do they come to
No,
you?
they come right. They are coming.
Well, that's
bone
convenient.
rolled. Hell yeah, man.
That's convenient.
That's
Are they like in the little net bag?
yeah.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like,
Stays in shape.
don't get me wrong. I can bone them out. It's just it's easier this way.
Consuming?
Less labor.
It's nicer when someone else does it.
Damn right it is. But at the same time, I've especially noticed here lately, like with the shortage on like with employees and everything like that, the quality of the fucking slaughtering and like the processing plants and everything has gone downhill so bad.
Oh, boneless chicken can attest to that.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Boneless, skinless chicken.
I started laughing because I opened a pack of 3x5 spare ribs and everything yesterday, so I could do St. Louis style ribs. And whenever I opened it up, I took the one out. This bitch literally had the entire layer of fat from where it connects to the damn pork belly and everything.
Oh, so they didn't like
They didn't. They just
the fat cap on your ribs.
like, on top and on the bottom. Like it was almost 1.5 pounds of fucking fat. I'm like, well, you're going in sausage. We're good.
Still getting used.
They're definitely gonna get used. But yeah, it's between that and then especially on the ribeyes too. I had one ribeye. I opened it up, and as soon as I opened it up, I'm like, what in the actual? I should have taken a picture of it because they literally like gouged the hell out of it. I mean, like, I pretty much made nothing but shaved ribeye out of that bad boy because I couldn't, even if I tried tying it, it would still fall apart. I need to zip out of get hurt.
I got you boats.
Ah.
Just so y'all know, we're in New York.
Here you go. Would you like a boat?
Sure.
Yeah, dude.
There's only 2 boats, so I mean,
I didn't count. I just grabbed boats. Which one is that?
we're starting easy here.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, we're starting out easy. I didn't know if you wanted to jump into this. I was going to start passing them around.
Well, I mean, we can.
But yeah, this food fruit project.
We can split one over here. We're
Yeah.
good.
smells minty.
So
Minty?
this is minty. That's interesting. There's definitely no mint in this at all.
Smells
It
chocolatey
is.
and more like that.
It's literally just strawberries and sugar. It is what they call fruit leather. It's kind of like a fruit roll up.
It does smell kind of chocolatey. That's weird.
It is. Yeah.
That's weird.
No, I get that. All right.
Yeah.
Cadbury specifically,
Like,
right?
that is strange.
But it is literally just dried fruit. Again, I did cook them for a brief moment in
Right.
some simple syrup just to get them sugary.
It's a little ASMR. Just
The seeds.
Yeah, I am curious. Like, I will admit, this is obviously trial runs, and they are two different thicknesses. So if you guys still have any and you look at this is very thin. The next one we're going to eat is going to be a little bit thicker.
Well, I think like a fruit roll-up. I haven't had one in a really long time, but I don't remember them being that thin. They were kind of chewy, right?
Yeah, this I think is a little bit thin.
I was like the weird kid that like unrolled the fruit roll-up, peeled that piece of plastic off it, and I rolled it back up.
And then just
And
shove
like
the whole thing in your mouth?
fold it in half and just gun the whole thing, and you chew on it for like half an hour.
I just thought maybe a very, very thin layer like cream cheese.
Ooh. Oh. Like a pinwheel?
Yeah.
Fruity cream cheese? I mean, I don't
What?
I wouldn't be mad.
You just look at me like, that's a great fucking idea. Like,
She's like, I got cream cheese in the house.
Are we still easy?
We're still easy. We're not. Don't worry. We're not going ham yet.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
That's what she said.
So
How often has anyone ever said that?
Well,
Really?
you like that?
there you go, Julie. So the first one was strawberry. This one, again, nothing crazy here. We're just doing berries. I did not have a simple syrup for this one,
Raspberry?
so it is. It's a balsamic vanilla
It's
black
lime type.
raspberry. So it's
Okay.
blackberry and raspberries. The seeds are definitely in there.
Yeah.
I did not strain any of these.
sorry,
Um,
listeners.
I
There's
like
no,
the
there's no
texture of
ASMR
that
to it.
one better.
This
The
one?
the
Yeah.
thickness,
With
like
the
the actual
Well, no, I mean like the
gumminess
of the gummy,
like
like
the
not
fact-
the seeds.
Yeah, the fact that it's a little thicker, I feel like gave it a little bit more of the gumminess. The seeds, I'm not a fan personally. I'm definitely going to strain out anything that we do going forward. The strawberry seeds weren't so bad, but these you can they crunch.
They do crunch.
You find them.
And is that raspberry or blueberry or both?
It's
Or
blackberry,
blackberry?
and raspberry with balsamic and vanilla.
Because you know all those seeds in the blueberries.
Yeah, right.
Grant, I don't mind the seeds in that.
We will revisit both of these a little later, unless you just want to go for it now.
I mean, I feel like because there's like an end game.
So,
The reason why this is happening.
so yeah, all right.
You're
Now,
gonna make
here we go.
Carolina Reaper roll-ups.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna.
They did.
I'm,
They made them.
We're not gonna make anything. They are already made, sir.
They're here.
I guessed
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut
Now-
that down in size.
Oh, I mean, look, you don't have to eat the whole thing. To be honest, I don't know how much Reaper is on any of them. This was all done with a Reaper powder that we made
Yeah,
ourselves.
Dooley and I, we're good over here because I don't think the producer's gonna partake.
Okay, that's
She
fair.
might.
That's fair.
Jason, you're not ASMRing it. Just
So the first one is the strawberry, and again, it has what I'm going to call dots of Reaper pepper on it.
Like on it or in it? Like, did you shake it on here after you baked it?
Before the dehydration. So basically, you're pouring like a smoothie consistency fruit onto a tray, and then I sprinkled Reaper pepper on top.
It's there.
It's
So
there,
it is
yeah.
not
There.
like, okay, it's not like a powder on top.
No.
Small bites, please.
Oh yeah, I would suggest small bites. This one's probably heavier than the next one. Maybe we should have gone in the other direction. Yeah, maybe we should have gone in the other direction.
Did you eat the whole thing?
no.
That's freaking hot.
Now,
Okay.
Is anybody else hot?
Why am I sweating so much over here?
that one hit me in the throat this time. We'll get maybe
That's what
maybe
she said.
maybe we should have gone. I don't think she could.
My mouth was full.
So maybe we should have gone in the other direction because that one may have had a little bit more heat than the other one.
I hate this so much because now all those fucking seeds that are stuck in my teeth
You feel
are
them?
going to burn.
Just keep eating the other one.
Comparatively, though, we've eaten a Carolina Reaper.
Yes.
This is not the same.
No,
This
no,
is,
no.
this is jalapeno.
I think this is if you.
What? You're crazy.
It's stronger than jalapeno for
I
sure.
think
Like my freaking burps
if
are
you
hot.
went out and you were looking for something called a Reaper roll up, and
This
you
is-
got that, you would not be disappointed.
This
Like-
Yeah.
is
like
is
if
a
you're
Reaper
driving
roll.
down the road, you don't need to be convulsing and not being able to see where you're eating your snacks driving down the road on a road trip. You know, you got your Slim Jims and your Reaper roll ups.
You know who would probably like that? You should save a piece for Corbin.
No problem.
There you go. Put this
There's-
shit on a
there's-
burger.
I'm sure there's going to be more test runs. Don't worry. For their splitting.
the other one?
For splitting. This one's probably not as
And
bad.
I'm out.
If I'm being completely honest, do you just split one?
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, I think the strawberry might have been a little stronger.
Stronger.
I made the blackberry ones first, so they got less of a sprinkle. Maybe we should have done this the other way around, but same concept. Reaper fruit.
So you got to explain like the process.
Ooh,
here.
I don't know about that one. Whoa.
Oh, you got some? I got some on that one.
Yeah.
I'm still on fire from the last one.
Yeah.
I think the flavor balance is better on the second one.
Yeah.
though. Like the black raspberry with the Reaper, you taste the black raspberry the whole way through. I feel
We're
like the
gonna
strawberry.
drink a lot of beer this podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like the strawberry disappears. You know what I mean? Like you don't continue to taste the strawberry. It's only there in the very beginning and then it's gone. The black raspberry hangs
have it
around.
Again, like it's for me. I do like the black raspberry thickness.
Yeah,
Again, the seeds kind of suck,
I
but
completely agree.
the strawberry, like, definitely smaller seeds. But yeah, I think the strawberry one was hotter than the. No, I don't know, man.
Again, this is done by powder, so each one of us
Okay,
could
so
have
he
hit-
made the powder. This is where I was trying to get before like my eyes started watering.
Yeah, I'm like over here. Ooh, wow.
So obviously we grew reapers,
a fuck ton of them.
and so we had too much. So we,
Are they gone now?
Alex,
Huh?
Did those plants die?
Oh no,
Oh, good.
no, they're still. I admit, 2 of them probably aren't going to stand back up, but they're going to grow.
they're just gonna go across the ground now. But so Alex dehydrated reapers and then ground them
Well-
into powder.
Yeah, we can pass those around too.
I'm not
We
eating
froze. we froze 15 sets to make sauce later, which is probably
Excessive.
years worth of sauce. This is what happens after the dehydration process. Now, I did dehydrate them whole. It took about 3.5 days. If you cut them in half, yeah, I admit. If you ask for a Reaper roll-up, this is what you fucking got.
You got that fucking right. God damn.
So maybe we need to, temper down
What
the...
are you going to do with these?
I'm going to turn them into powder.
Okay.
I was going to say something more devious, like you're going to throw them in someone's popcorn at the movie theater.
If everyone...
I say y'all just take
Reaper
one and eat it
popcorn.
right
If everyone
now.
wants to look real quick, I know no one did it, but they are so dry that... Oh, hold on. Let's get a little ASMR on that. Like, they are cracking. Again, I did these whole. Everyone I watched did not do them whole. They dehydrated them after cutting them in half. A bunch of people de-seeded them. That, to me, sounds like no fun. So, suffer in
I'm suffering.
enjoyment with the rest of us. I am going to dehydrate them whole. I am going to give you all of the seeds. And I am regretting every minute of it.
See,
I'm not regretting it. I still, I'm not sniffling. I can feel it. I got the burn.
Yeah, I'm
See,
a little-
the
I got the
lingering-
eye sweats.
the
Uh-huh,
lingering
same here.
is it's in your teeth, so as you're trying to dig it out,
You get more.
you're right.
I will say, we had this conversation the other day because we tried.
I ate it before work one day. That was smart.
Yeah, I will say, it didn't hit anybody in the stomach yet. Now, we didn't have a whole piece either, so I guess we'll see how that works out. But we need a report next week. Did anybody feel after effects, or was it just the burn when it happened?
We had to pull over on the side of the road. I was dying of stomach pain. It's just-
I mean, that is strong. That is
Yeah.
noticeable to
Yes,
say the
please.
least.
Damn, Dennis. It's just
Today's not a good day for spice for me, apparently. God damn. That's what happens when you're fucking 100,000 years old.
I feel like you'd be used to spice by now. You had all of them.
Yeah, man, I need one.
Yeah.
You guys are back together now?
Alfredo. Back again. Another Alfredo recipe.
I feel this is speed run of drinking beer.
Right? Because I literally just cracked that last one.
Oh, I used to too.
We are.
Do you think they got hotter over time?
Yeah.
I feel like you and I had this the other day. It was,
But did we do this one last time?
No.
So we're gonna jump into some topics here while we all suffer in silence. The 5 cities and their famous culinary creations. I guess. All right, we saw
5 cities famous for their culinary creations. And their famous 5 cities famous for.
So we know 2.
I know what that says now.
Well-
I thought it said road time. 5 minutes from each city. Cool.
I'm assuming we're going to go with,
Buffalo, Philly.
Read time. Not road time.
What else? Who else?
I thought it said-
What cities are known for their famous culinary creations?
Buffalo wings,
Buffalo.
obviously Philly cheesesteaks. You said both of those. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Those are the
North
ones that
Carolina barbecue, maybe. But I feel like barbecue can.
New Orleans,
What about Miami?
What is the
Cubans?
culinary creation for New Orleans?
probably gumbo.
Po' boy,
Well, they don't
Enchilada,
see, but they don't.
gumbo.
I feel like
Bananas Foster.
You got
this is a
lot.
tough one.
Beignets.
See, this is a tough
Wait,
one because I
wait,
mean,
wait.
like you could say New York, and you're like,
Pizza?
oh, well, yeah. I mean, like just
Chicago style pizza.
Las
That's
Vegas.
Chicago beef,
Italian beef.
Italian beef in Chicago.
So
think
let's.
that-
I guess
Virginia Beach.
Wait.
I mean,
Los
like, look,
Angeles.
we could go with
Avocado
Maryland,
toast.
Maryland crab.
Crab cakes, yeah.
crab
Maryland
cakes
crab,
in Maryland.
All right. Well, there's only five.
what Maryland does.
Buffalo.
Obviously, you already listed this one: Buffalo, New York for Buffalo hot wings.
Which?
Sorry.
Are we reading any blurb or are we just going?
I don't know if there's anything interesting on there.
Cool. Nope.
I
Skipping
mean-
it. Philly for Philly cheesesteak. New Orleans
Oyster
for Oyster
The
Rockefeller.
one thing I didn't mention.
San Francisco. For,
The popsicle.
Popsicles.
I forgot about that one.
I would not. You know what though? I can't. I would never think popsicle San Francisco. So I don't know if that.
Okay,
I don't
so
know if
it
I
was
agree
in the
with this
Bay
one.
Area. So the kid
That's
The
weird to
kid
think
left
it was in
Kool-Aid on the
California.
porch.
I get it, but here's my question. It's cities that are famous for their foods.
Yeah.
Has anyone here ever
Let me get
thought
that San
about,
Francisco popsicle,
yeah,
dog.
like I've never,
There
I would
might
never
be some
associate
slang on that,
San
dude.
Francisco with popsicles.
Especially nowadays in San Fran.
Chicago, Illinois for
Wow.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Chicago?
chocolate fudge brownies.
Really?
So I got the
Taking
Chicago
away
part,
from Chicago?
Again, I don't think the
Chicago's a
cities
big
are
food
famous
city.
for these.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they say it right there: deep dish pizza, Italian beef.
Portillo's,
Like y'all are gonna come up with
Hot dogs with
Brownies?
mustard.
Right,
Yeah, the
That's
Chicago.
right.
I forgot about the Chicago dog,
the
too.
Chicago
like-
dog. Yeah, all those great things, and you're like, nope, brownies it. We got the
That's
brownie.
what do you
guy.
get when you go to the ballpark? Fucking brownies.
Yeah, right.
I gotta get to Chicago for a brownie.
All right. Okay, so this one we talked about, I think, amongst
All
ourselves.
right, which one is it? That's the hot one.
Yeah. Okay, so
They're all dead to me right now.
all right, so it went viral like what, last week, 2 weeks ago?
Back in
About 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so the One Bite review from the owner of Barstool Sports. Can't remember his name.
Dave Portney.
All right, so Dave Portney went to Dragon Pizza, and I don't know where Dragon Pizza is.
It's up in
Massachusetts,
yeah.
evidently. So he took one bite. He gave it like a 7.5.
6.7.
You want to tell the story?
No, I'm just saying.
No, then go for it. You know more about it than me. I'm trying to read while Dooley's scrolling 40 miles an hour.
I know, right? Yeah, I gave it a 6.7 on his. And literally called it the worst place for pizza in America.
Really?
And
That
then
was that
why is it a
before or after the
6.7?
owner came out and started talking shit?
That was during whenever the owner came out and like threw him out of the fucking damn.
You can't throw me out of the street.
How?
He was standing in the
How
street.
is it gonna get a 6.7 and you're calling it the worst place in the
I
country
don't
for pizza? Like 6.7. I mean, granted, it's not a fucking 10. But that's not anywhere near disgusting. Trust
I
me.
mean, first off,
I've had some gross pizza.
yeah, I mean, and you still ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it wasn't
shitty
gonna
pizza.
Get a 6.7.
So, anyway, so there's a clip. You can go online and you can watch it. They can give him the guy the finger. Like, they're arguing outside. It's Barstool Presidente. So there's the one bite, and he goes around the country eating pizza, right? So now, Dooley, if you click back and go to the next topic, it gets better. There's more. Scroll down. So now, there is a festival. So it's like a bunch of the restaurants. If you scroll down a little, Dooley, we can get a list of them. Are going there. That's too far. So now there's going to be a whole festival. There's a lot of like top pizza aiolies. Pizza, what are they called? The chef.
A person is regularly abhorrent.
Pizza.
I love that.
Pizza aioli.
Yeah, you called me that for, I don't know, a couple months.
So anyway, the One Bite Reviews brings a lot of attention to a lot of places. Anyway, the Dragon Pizza, the one that he gave the 6.7, whatever, ended up selling out the next day. And it's been busy as shit for its millions of people who believe in the Massachusetts pizza. But now I'm more interested in this pizza festival.
I'm more interested in why a journalist lit up the pizza community on Wednesday on NJ.com, asking why New Jersey pizzerias would associate with the One Bite Pizza Festival hosted by a person as regularly abhorrent as Barstool Sports' David Portnoy. The author of the piece is calling for restaurants to drop out of the festival that's slated for September 23rd in Coney Island. So this has already happened, I'm assuming.
Happened Saturday.
Did it still happen with the storm?
I think so.
Well, I don't know if it was up that far on Saturday, but as he's done in the past, Portnoy punched back online with personal attacks. In response, his followers are harassing the reporter. What's relevant here?
I mean, it's just
2.9 million followers on
X.
On X, Twitter, whatever you want to call that now, and does have a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers.
I mean, he does he's done really good stuff for pizza, not pizza, people, like small businesses.
The result, which you mentioned, the result for pizzerias can be long lines, more customers, and increased profits in a notoriously tight margin industry.
I mean, I just think it's all catching publicity now because the one dude got upset with his rating. But I mean, dude,
he wasn't even upset with it. You talk about like the video that you were looking at.
Yeah.
He wasn't even upset with his rating. He just came outside to bitch. I think that's what got everybody is like, he didn't even hear the rating. He just came outside and was like, fuck you and what you do. Like, that's not a quote. But I mean, he just came outside and was like, you tear people down. Like, I don't want you in front of my business, which by the way, fuck off. You have no right to tell me to get out. Like, this is a public street.
Right.
Like, again, that's just like, what was your point? You didn't even listen to what his rating was. You just came out and started bitching and told him to get off a property that he was legally allowed to be at. Like, what? I don't know. That to me was dumb.
I mean, and in his defense, not the owner.
Barstool Sports, David.
Yeah, so, he let other people try the pizza when he was there. He was holding the whole pizza, and he did admit that he got it off the shelf. He didn't get a fresh-made pizza. Yeah. It was, sitting in the window. Yeah. For your one slices. You know what I mean? And then, they take that one slice, they put whatever toppings you want on it, and they pop it back in the oven. He just took the whole damn thing. And everyone's like, oh, I love Dragon Pizza. He's like, try this and tell me you love this pizza. It's a bad review on a bad pizza. That's what it was. Yeah. I mean, you can't judge, especially if you're only going to give it one bite. You can't take it out from behind the glass. You got to get a pizza made. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not just handing people slices of cold cheese pizza at Dragon. I'm assuming at Dragon Pizza. I've never been. But that is all. I just wanted to hit some points on that. And all that crap, and it became a festival. I mean, I would love to go to a pizza festival.
Right?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this should be good on the next one.
So did we talk about DoorDash and GrubHub and all that?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay, so obviously we know some people in the industry.
Yeah.
Some owners of businesses. And one of them, I asked about her experience. Yeah. We all know who I'm talking about. Uh-huh. Because she has all of them.
Yeah.
And then, some of them, I guess, there was more, right? There was more than 3, and then,
because you had Postmates also.
Yeah, Postmates got absorbed by, Uber Eats or something like that. So,
thank God, Postmates sucked.
But so,
True.
they obviously they all charge a fee. And, the notorious, someone places an order and then 2 minutes later someone's there to pick it up.
It's
even at her establishment, Soup.
Yeah.
It doesn't take real long to make, but it's still not enough time for them to complete the task.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she's like, it's just not worth it. If she had to do it all over again, does it bring her business? But she has to obviously raise prices online.
Yeah.
To cover the fees. But at the end, people complain because now it's more expensive.
Yeah.
But everyone knows that now, right? Is this still something people outside the industry are unaware of, that when you order on GrubHub, it's more expensive than if you just drove down there and got it yourself?
Yeah, because you're paying for the convenience and the delivery.
Well,
And the fee.
they make
And
you- It's the food costs more.
Oh, yeah.
Then you have to pay for delivery and
Yeah.
the.
But if you,
the
like,
charge.
but versus like ordering it and then just go pick it up yourself, yeah, but you're paying for that convenience. Somebody's bringing it to you, so.
I mean, she's had literally, like, GrubHub not show up or, like, GrubHub screw her customers, and then she got in her own vehicle and brought them food,
Damn.
like, to replace whatever.
Which is
at her cost.
crazy. Yeah.
I have a scenario that I went through recently that goes, I guess, kind of
Do
from...
you
Do you think those
do you
flies
GrubHub?
landing on that fruit leather
No,
are getting fucked up?
I
Let the fly eat
did
it.
not do this GrubHub. This GrubHub was placed...
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
By
Okay, yeah, okay.
someone else.
Okay. I'm tracking now. I'm tracking. Now.
But we're just going to talk about the way that the business handled this, because I think it comes down to somewhat of your question is, as an owner,
But you
how do you
time
deal
out
with...
real fast. So they placed a GrubHub order. Well, you go. You tell your story, and then because I have questions.
So my father placed a GrubHub order for pickup. Pickup, not delivery.
Pick up.
So you can do that. That's a
Yeah,
pickup item.
yeah.
I didn't know that was an
Apparently that's
option.
a thing.
I did not know.
I don't look. I'll drive down the street. Yeah, you could place a GrubHub order. I guess like if they don't have an online menu and GrubHub does, you could place an order through GrubHub and just say I want to pick it up. That way you're
So
not
they're
paying
using it. They're using it as like
an online ordering system.
Yeah.
So my dad placed an order for pickup, and I showed up to pick up the 3 items.
Well, you got to be. You got to tell us about the items because
We'll get
these
there.
are very specific.
We'll get there because it's very important about the 3 items. I went to pick up these 3 items, and upon walking in the door, the lady looked at me and was like, how can I help you? And I was like, I'm here to pick up. She was like, what's the name on the order? I was like, I'm not sure. It's probably Paul Carr.
Yeah.
And so there's 3 tickets. I need this to be known. There are 3 tickets. I can see them. So she turns around, looks at the tickets, looks at me, and goes, do you have a phone number? And I was like, okay. I gave her the phone number.
Yeah.
And she turned around, looked again, and looked at me and was like, nope. And I was like, okay, well, let me give you the other phone number. And I gave her the other phone number. She was like, nope. Do you have your order? And I was like, hold on. So I called my dad. And
Yeah.
I was like, hey, what's the order?
Do you have an order? No, I was kind of hoping you did.
yeah, I'm here to pick it up.
This is how this shit works.
So
No, I don't. Now this sucks.
I called my dad and I was like, hey, what did you order? And so he told me, and I looked at her and I was like, I'm here to pick up an order of jasmine rice, a 5-pack of crab rangoon, because there's more than one size,
Okay.
and a pumpkin curry with shrimp.
Ew.
Actually, it's just delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
That's like sweet potato curry.
I may hate
don't
this
like
instance.
curry.
I may hate this instance of this restaurant, but their fucking food was delicious. In any case, so I told the lady, this is what I'm here to pick up, and she was like, no, I need to see the order. And I was like, what?
So do I, bitch.
Right?
Right now,
I was like,
but cooked.
what? So long story short, my
like-
dad could give me the order number, like the confirmation order number or whatever GrubHub gave him, which you would assume would pop up on whatever ticket sent by GrubHub would have.
Yes.
Apparently that's not confirmable. So she literally was like,
I need to see on your phone.
I need to see the order. And I
She
was
thought
like,
you were a GrubHub delivery
I-
driver.
Well, I clearly I am not.
You'd be surprised.
No, yeah.
The reason they are doing this is because apparently, and this is a quote, we have been handing out the wrong food to people and then having to remake. That's your fucking problem.
Yeah.
Now, here's the next question. They have 3 tickets. I can see them. There are 2 big-ass orders
And one small.
and mine. And so, I again was like, how many orders do you have that are 3 items that are
jasmine
these
rice.
3
a
jasmine rice,
5-piece
5-pack of
crab
rangoon,
rangoon.
and a fucking shrimp pumpkin curry. Like, how many orders do you have for that? And she was like, I can't give it to you. And I was like, all right, well, you might as well fucking trash that shit. Like, no one's coming to pick it up. So I left, and I called my dad, pissed off, because he like, I gave her the phone, he spoke to her, they did the confirmation number
Yep.
shit, still wouldn't give me the food. All right. So I
What?
walked back
That is
inside,
so
and I was
weird.
like, you know what? I have a question. How long would it take to get this food if I ordered it right now? And she was like, give me a second. I got to bag up some stuff. I'll be right with you. And I
Probably won't
watched
take
her.
that long because it's right here.
Oh, I watched her bag the order. Like, she bagged my food in front of me and then was like, it's going to be 15 minutes. And I was like, you can go fuck yourself, and walked out. maybe not my best moment, but that was the dumbest shit I have ever heard. I understand you guys are fucking... How many people know to walk in and ask for the exact items on the order? I could understand if you were like, yeah, I'm here to pick up an order. Like, I wasn't sure the name. Fine, you don't have a name. Why'd you even ask for one?
Yeah.
What's the name on the order? Paul Carr. Well, I don't have names. Well, then why'd you fucking ask for a name? That was stupid to begin with. Like, I was livid. I told my mother I wanted to go home, start a GrubHub account, call in a $200 order, and then fucking go to pick it up without my cell phone, and then cancel the order because they wouldn't give me the food. Like, I need to see the order. Well, I'm here to pick up a $200 order. Would you like to give it to me? No, I need to see the order. Well, then... My phone's at home. I'm not coming back. Are you going to give me the food and I'm like, or not? Like, that is, I understand the concept.
No, I don't.
But again, like, there are 3 tickets. I can clearly see them, and I am, like, I can't read them, but I can tell you, that one's mine. I saw you bag it. Give me, like, what, how many other people have come in here in the last 5 minutes and asked for
Jasmine
this
rice.
shit?
Do they have other rices?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. After that, I didn't want to look at their
Jason
menu
asks the
again.
true questions.
What really
It's like,
got
you're
me...
like, because there's different sizes of the crab rangoon. I get, there's a 5-piece, 12-piece, whatever. But you're like, jasmine rice. I mean, was there an option for basmati?
I don't know. What really got me is my dad and I went back and forth for like 10 minutes about this shit. And he was like, I'll just cancel it. We'll get something else. And I was like, at this point, let's just get wine drunk. I don't give a fuck about food. So I get home. And
Why are your lips purple?
After being home for like 5 minutes, my mom's like, can you take Dad up the street to get some food? And I was like, yeah, where are we going? And she's like, that place. And I was like, no, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You're going
like,
back.
I will take him to get pizza, fried chicken. Like, I just, and like I told him, I was like, I'm not getting out of the car.
You ain't getting curry today,
I was like, I'm not getting out because I was livid. Like, that was just the dumbest thing in the world to me. But yeah, like, I drove him up there. I would not get out of the car. Nope, not because I would have said some shit.
But I mean, like, back to the original point of this story, like, the owner of a business covering up for the failure of a delivery service that you are paying.
Yeah.
And then she's like adding like free shit into their bag just to make their customers happy, Like,
What also-
So, like, she's notorious. Like, I threw in some extra egg rolls.
People also don't get it though when you have a problem and you call the store. The store
Has nothing to do
didn't
with it.
provide it at that point. Like, your provider was GrubHub or DoorDash, or like, if they brought you the wrong food, you can't even blame the store, because what if the DoorDasher picked up the wrong shit? Again, people just be taking.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
oh,
I mean,
it's,
like, we have
that's a DoorDash order.
All right,
Yep.
so the DoorDash guy, I'm going to say a guy. That's rude.
Person.
The person, the delivery
Human.
person.
Delivery it.
Delivery human.
So, they got soup. They're driving around. They spill the fucking soup. This is a true story. Delivered it in the bag.
Spilled.
Like, just a bag of broth.
Oh.
And, like, sorry. And, like, this is what this whole stemmed from. And, like, I was like, she has to eat that cost.
Yeah.
And then she delivers a brand new one.
But see,
Herself.
Also, it's frustrating because a lot of people still don't know, and this is, again, I don't know how, you don't know, but GrubHub drivers, all those delivery drivers from third parties do not work for the restaurant.
No.
They have nothing to do with the restaurant, so when they drive something shitty over and just drop it off and say, fuck you, that looks bad on the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because people just cannot get that through their brains. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, was that
So
asshole wearing a Team Fat Kid t-shirt?
Right? So now it looks bad for
Probably
the
once or
restaurant
twice.
that they didn't, like the restaurant served you food and it was perfectly fine when it left the store. Like,
Well, yeah, I had that with
See,
I had that with DoorDash.
The little amount of time I did DoorDash, I seat buckled the food in.
I seatbelt the food in, especially when I get Chinese. That is like almost $80 worth of food.
Yeah, and me, I'm like,
when we go pick up Chinese, it's like a 2-people thing.
Yeah, like, I mean,
you're going to
like,
hold
I get a
it.
that
box.
lady,
You
that
get a
lady
box.
knows
oh,
who
fuck
I
yeah.
am.
Like, yeah. You get their
from
fucking,
my
you
order.
you get their fortune cookie box with the
They're
box
like,
that
oh,
came
you
in there.
order so much food, you get something for free. Here, iced tea.
I have ordered something. My family has ordered so much Chinese food. They gave us the
They got good ass
fortune
iced
cookie
tea.
box and just put all the stuff in there. Yeah, so nothing fall out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like when they cut like my favorite is like when they cut the cardboard and put it in the bottom of the paper bag
Yes.
for structural stability.
let me just, now that I think about it, even on our truck, many of the boxes that we have are for some reason Asian. I don't know if they just fit better or if they make a lot more boxes, like their Asian products.
Panko.
The boxes, like our bread box.
Well, you realize who we got that from, right?
Yes, I do.
Or
Which I do get that. But here's my next
Our
question.
bread came in that box.
Here's my next question, because just like you guys said, the Chinese or Asian restaurants tend to hand them out, like, hey, put this in your car so your shit doesn't go everywhere. Where the fuck do they store those? They're never broken down.
That is a valid point.
Like, do they just pull boxes out of their ass? Like, do you guys just have like a storage
Maybe
room
like-
of boxes?
maybe like-
it's like when you go into like one of those,
Well, okay,
They're
wait, maybe
from Asia.
like
They
the
know how to-
trampoline park, and they.
They're from Asia.
maybe
They know
we're
how to
just
stack
the
shit.
exception because, like, you know, of who we are as individuals. But probably the majority of people, they probably don't have like 5 boxes, dude.
I mean, maybe.
And like, oh, that's a good box. Save that one.
Like, you
Package
you
gonna
think they're
be
just
ordered
Yeah, those
soon.
fat asses are gonna order Chinese soon.
It's been like a month. It's time for them to come up on their $80 fucking Chinese.
I feel like every
takeout.
delivery
It is,
day,
too.
the manager's standing on the desk in the office, just like shoving boxes in
Yep.
the ceiling. Like, all right, guys, I got like 3 more feet of space. Let's go.
It's-
They have the what do you call?
Well, it's
the,
just like the-
yeah,
like the
ceilings
pizza.
of
yeah, the drop tile.
yeah.
The drop tile.
I mean, it's like
Shove
when
them up there, Bob.
I worked in a pizza place, man. I had to make pizza boxes. That shit was stacked to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like,
But again, that serves a purpose. Like when you walk into like a restaurant and
Never
they're just like,
once
and
in
they're just
my
like,
entire
here,
life
here's this box that like,
have we ever gone through every fucking pizza box that is stacked from
No.
the floor to the ceiling?
If you ever did, you probably wouldn't.
Well, you're
want
just
to
not
work
getting
there
those numbers
anymore.
up right now, are you, Jason?
Those are amateur numbers.
I feel like if you did
When I
this,
worked in the pizza store, I feel like that was part of our side work.
Yeah, you made boxes.
Every person had to make boxes.
to be
So that-
fair,
Why did you? We don't need 400 boxes.
were you working with the Domino's guy who like set the
On
speed
the way back,
record?
grab one.
Because
Oh, no.
then you would never run. Like he could definitely make more boxes than you can make pizzas in a minute.
Dude,
That dude can rock like 6 boxes in a
pretty
minute.
good. I used to be
Oh,
pretty
the
good at
Domino's-
making boxes.
The Domino's dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude's fucking like I really want to know what his
They actually
record
have
is.
a
He's got
they
like
actually have
100 in like 5
competitions for
minutes
that
or some
shit.
shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Domino's has like a whole competition for making pizzas. Like you got to make
Oh, no,
3
he-
different pizzas.
just the box.
Does the box?
Like there's competition for just the box.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that
like
is-
it's a whole Domino's like
Chain
it's like in
of-
Vegas. Like you go there and like employees from all around Domino's go there to compete.
Can you compete if you're not a Domino's employee?
It's like, dude, like they have like
No, I'm gonna work
it's
at Domino's
very
for a week.
specific.
Let's go.
Because I watched a TikTok video of this chick training, making pizzas, and like she's like, I'll do the pepperoni last because it's the easiest. But you think it's the easiest, but it's the hardest because the pepperoni
You have
stuck
to
together.
separate 'em, yeah.
and, and it's got to be like it's got to be laid out.
Bitch, I'll lay cheese out. That's the
No, she's had to do it like she had to make the dough, throw the sauce, cheese, and pepperoni, and then like done. Like
I'm curious. Do you think Domino like? If you come up as like a rising superstar and you're Domino's, like, do you think that they're like, all right, look, we're going to put you in Olympic training.
We're
Like,
gonna
you no
start
longer,
training,
you don't
yeah.
work on the regular Domino's line anymore. Like, you go to the back room, bitch, and you do nothing but Domino's Olympic training.
See,
to make,
I
like,
really feel like it's just like, you know, it's like a personal interest. Like, you know,
It's gotta be,
pepperoni
yeah.
came in, pepperoni done. Like, holy shit, dude, it's cut too. Order in pepperoni. Yeah, here. Whoa.
I like watching the street guys who make the pizza, who like throw the dough like out over the crowd and watch that bitch come back. Like, that's impressive. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and that's
Big
like,
ass
that's like
frisbee.
a whole nother thing. Like the with the bartenders, like in the flair
flair?
competitions,
Yeah.
like they have the pizza guy too that's doing the dough.
Yeah.
And like he's doing like 2 and 3 at a time. Like obviously, like when I look at that, it's like you guys are not eating that dough.
right? There's like a
You're not-
Play-Doh
Yeah.
and a regular one. Like that one's gonna get eaten. This one has been all over everyone. Like I have touched you with it. I
Right.
put it on your forehead.
I slapped
rolled
some
it across
dude
your shoulders.
in the
Yeah,
face
exactly.
with a pizza.
I am interested in this topic.
I really like this topic.
32 teams, 32 cocktails.
Your NFL cocktail guide. Yes, please. Thank you.
Since you us
I saw this one, and it 'tis the season.
duels, make it a IPA. The rocker. Hit me with a rocker.
The rocker. All right.
Yeah, I must give you the.
So I'm just hoping.
Oh, the top is black too. Nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had
Like
that one.
full black.
Yeah, we've had that one.
Yeah,
before.
I just forgot about that. That's nice.
Okay, so it's football season, guys. 32. It's week 3. Some teams are already out of the playoffs.
Go Bears!
So I was really hoping. I don't know. I didn't really look at this list. I was hoping that it was going to give us like a name and a drink.
I'm really just hoping that Kansas City is not what is listed as Kansas City currently. 'Cause-
Ice water.
but the Kansas City ice water, anyway.
Yeah, man.
Scrolling. We scroll.
Gotta be. Well, I'm doing it left-handed.
Oh. So, the Arizona Cardinals, I'm assuming we're going in alphabetical order.
I'm assuming that's going to be alphabetical.
Came up with I guess came up with is the wrong word, but they have the Tequila Sunrise.
Sounds about right for Arizona.
Okay,
it's
so
Really? Wouldn't it be sunset? Why would it be sunrise? Wrong
so
coast.
real fast. I don't know if it's going to give us the blurbs and like why this beverage is, but I feel like that's going to be a long time.
Disco Drank rose from the Phoenix decades earlier. Sort of. Cocktail historian David. Yeah, no, this is going to be long if we read all of them. But it was created with a strong link to the city.
Its origins in Tijuana.
Just know that the original version was radically different from the more common build you'll be working with. It initially featured tequila, lime juice, creme de cassis, and seltzer water.
We built this
Creme
city.
de cassis, huh?
I love creme de cassis, actually.
What's next?
Atlanta Falcons has the Cab Callaway.
So sherry and rye whiskey.
Interesting.
And vermouth and apricot functions as an aperitivo.
Yeah. So it will get your stomach ready for those chicken wings.
Shouldn't this be more of a...
Yeah, you would think. Oh, it's Baltimore.
Well, at the same time, it was invented in Ocean City, Maryland, so it makes sense.
True.
Baltimore Ravens have the Orange Crush. Since we just talked about that, I'm going to move on and go to the Buffalo Bills. Have the Gin and Jam.
I thought it was going to be gin and juice for a second. I was like, oh, dude, California's going to have something to say about that. Like, L.A.?
Fear not.
At least the Raiders.
The Gin and Jam, this delicious concoction of gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, and a teaspoon of seasonal jam. So it's literally gin and jam.
That is not my jam.
There you go. One problem. Loganberry juice and syrup are difficult to find outside the greater Buffalo area unless you're willing to buy them online and bite the bullet on shipping costs.
Oh, look.
Well,
Adjacent by filling the teaspoon with 1/2 blackberry and 1/2 raspberry.
Well, if you want your Bills to win, you better go ahead and go on Amazon and buy that because we sell it.
So this is Loganberry? I made Loganberry for roll-ups.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? That
I guess it's a. You can even make it Loganberry adjacent by filling the teaspoon with blackberry and raspberry. Carolina Panthers have the Cherry Bounce.
That makes sense.
Just sounds
Cheer
cool.
wine.
Oh, the Cherry Bounce. Is it because of Cheer Wine?
Probably.
Cherry Bounce Festival celebrate his concoction. Drink
It can
involves
take
sugar, cherries, steeped in
Holy
Sprite.
fuck! It can take
Spirit.
3 days to 3 months depending on the recipe.
So that's hooch.
Yeah.
That is Chicago Bears. That's a beautiful picture.
That's fantastic. The Chicago Bears, the New York Sour.
I don't believe it.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
It is a
man.
nice looking drink, though.
Yeah.
Don't freak out. Picking a cocktail with New York in its name for Chicago actually makes sense because, everyone from Chicago is from New York. It's generally agreed upon that New York Sour initially popped up in Chicago in the 1880s, albeit under a different moniker. Its specs made it to New York, and someone changed the name. Disagree with this choice if you must, but hey, at least it's not a shot of Marlot. Malort?
Malort.
Malort.
My lord.
My lord. Cincinnati Bengals have the Cincinnati cocktail. That makes sense.
Cincinnati.
Look,
It's like an empanada, but it's made in Cincinnati.
Oh, wow.
Did you just try another piece of the Reaper?
Yeah, like it's really weird that I keep going back in. I mean,
Wow, here
very
you go.
small bites.
To
but-
make the 2-ingredient drink, fill a
It's a
pint
very
glass
strange
halfway with
snack.
beer and top it off with soda water. That sounds about like Cincinnati right
Why
there.
the fuck
Water
would you
down
do
my
that?
beer.
Yeah. Do it
I
yourself
like it.
light beer.
I like it.
The Cleveland
super light.
Browns have the Bloody Mary.
Well, yeah, because they're always bleeding everything, so
The Cowboys have the frozen margarita.
that sounds about right.
The
That's
Denver
funny.
Broncos.
Have the Buffalo Bill.
Why does a drink
Buffalo
that
Bill.
shares a name with the Buffalo Bills be listed as Denver Broncos drink? William Buffalo Bill Cody. That's why legend has it that larger-than-life Wild West showman and Denver resident liked to swing by a bar and restaurant called Buckhorn Exchange and enjoy a concoction of equal parts bourbon and apple juice.
Oh, no,
The
no.
space still stands today as Denver's oldest restaurant, where the drink is on the menu, named after its most famous fan. The Detroit Lions have the Hummer, white rum and Kahlua, vanilla ice cream.
That seems weird
For Detroit,
for like football.
well, yeah,
I guess
I
it's
mean-
like a milkshake.
kind of.
Because my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Why is it cold places always want cold shit? Like, wouldn't you want like a hot toddy?
Right.
Fucking anyway, Green Bay Packers have the. Ooh, I'm down with this. The Wisconsin Old Fashioned. Never mind. Take everything you know about an old fashioned and forget about it. That's the first step to making
And
this
therefore,
Wisconsin
Alex
favorite.
is out.
For that reason, I am out. Once you muddle the orange slices, maraschino cherries, sugar cube, and Angostura bitters into a glass, you'll reach for brandy instead of bourbon. I can't say I wouldn't try this. Finish things off with club or lemon lime soda. Now I'm out, and you're in business. Does it make sense compared to the standard old fashioned? No. Does the comparison matter if you like it? Also no.
This is why Packer fans are the worst people.
I was
They turn
expecting.
I was
everything.
thinking Philly people are the worst people.
I mean, we have a jail.
Well,
Philly has
as
a
a
jail.
Bears
Vegas
fan.
has a jail. Vegas has a magistrate too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
They're open 24/7.
Yeah.
as a Bears fan, Packers are the worst people.
That's because they own you.
They don't.
Even with Jordan Love.
Houston, Texas has the Carajillo.
So it's like a coffee drink. It's espresso.
Houston doesn't have a cocktail or creation to call its own. It has, however, fully embraced the Carajillo. The city's take on the caffeinated drink typically features espresso and liquor 43 and is served cold, aligning it with the version served in Mexico instead of the hot iteration originally concocted in Spain. It's an espresso martini. Evolved.
And they just we don't have the stem glasses.
Don't have espresso? Coffee will do it. Indianapolis Colts has the Who's Your Heritage?
Who's
Thought I was a holes or heritage.
Who's Your? The Hoosier? I'm aware. Who's Your sounds more fun.
Who's your? Who's your heritage?
Indianapolis has
My
the same
daddy.
kind of issues as Buffalo. Its regional favorite is Elmo Cola, a drink invented by old school indie restaurant St. Elmo Steakhouse, but it's a little too regional. Its main ingredient is... Fortunately, the
Vanilla
Who's Your Heritage
cherry infused bourbon.
Jacksonville Jaguars, the breakfast martini.
from a contest consists of rye whiskey, maple syrup, lemon juice, and apple cider shaken,
Not stirred.
strained into a cocktail glass over ice.
What's the breakfast martini?
The Jacksonville Jaguars have the breakfast martini, which is...
It makes sense. It's.
I mean,
Well,
it
it doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say shit.
It's just a martini at breakfast time. Good,
Well,
guys.
because they
All
play
right,
in London all the
Jacksonville.
time. So
Also,
that-
shaken, not stirred.
I mean, it's
Okay.
okay. So yeah, it's just I'm with you. It's a martini at breakfast.
A martini at 9:30.
That's-
well, if you
Kansas
think about it,
City ice
it's 9:30 on the East Coast whenever they're playing in London. So
I'm upset. This feels judgmental. We should just call it a martini. You know,
I don't
why you got to
need to.
judge me for having a breakfast? That is a brunch martini. You don't martini at breakfast. You martini at brunch.
Hey, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, bro.
Exactly, that's brunch. If you include alcohol, it's now brunch.
I mean, I'm feeling like if you put olives in that is breakfast.
Ooh.
I mean, can you put anything in a martini glass and call it a martini?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's based on the glass, not the beverage.
Because
Water.
It's
Mimosas
basically
would just be a
it's
martini.
basically just bruised vodka.
Speaking of water, Kansas City Chiefs has the Kansas City Ice Water. The reason why this locally beloved cocktail works so well is because it's so damn drinkable. The vodka gin split base, thank God this isn't actually water. The vodka gin split base is balanced by triple second lime juice, then topped. Oh, so it's
With
basically
3 ounces of
lemon lime soda,
Sprite,
It's
refreshing highball.
vodka Sprite.
Las Vegas Raiders have the Atomic.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Consists of vodka, brandy, dry sherry, and champagne. Save for an orange. Oh, like you get an orange. That's the only garnish you get. Los Angeles Chargers have the Paloma.
Those are delicious.
I don't know if I've had a Paloma.
Really?
I've never.
I don't know. We were in San Diego. Did we have a Paloma when we were in San
Oh,
Diego?
I doubt it. I mean, you can find them at brunch places here.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Rams have the Brown Derby.
That makes sense.
Made with bourbon, honey syrup, and grapefruit juice.
That one makes sense.
What, the Miami Dolphins that have the Miami Vice?
Yeah.
Why would that make sense? They don't have New York in their name. Or some city from New York in
You
their
mean
name.
it's not a New York Vice?
The Miami Vice is part pina colada, part strawberry daiquiri, and all delightful.
If you like pina coladas.
See, but it makes
Pinky's
sense.
out, boys.
Like you're in Florida. It's hot. You're drinking a cold beverage.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, see? That makes sense.
This makes sense too.
The Minnesota Vikings with the Grape Ape.
Ooh,
yes.
The cocktail's original specs of citrus vodka, grape soda, and sour mix may sound off-putting, especially if you're a hardcore craft cocktail aficionado. Don't fret, just replicate the drink with vodka, grape juice, lemon, lime soda, and a touch of grenadine. The New England Patriots have the worht. Like the Sazerac, the Manhattan, and the Martinez have enjoyed resurgences. It deserves to be enjoyed. I really thought that was going to be.
It features a terrific build of rye, orange juice, lemon juice, and grenadine.
Thank you. New Orleans Saints have the Vieux Carré.
Never heard of it.
You have plenty of cocktail options to consider when you're watching the Saints play. That doesn't even say in New Orleans. But thanks to New Orleans' deep cocktail history, the Vieux Carré gets the nod for two reasons. First, it's delicious. Second, it gives you an excuse to use that bottle of Benedictine that's been sitting at your home bar virtually untouched for the past 5 years. Doesn't really tell you exactly what's in it.
Right?
I'm gonna run right out and make one.
The New York Giants
Oh boy.
have the Bronx.
That makes sense. Even though they play Jersey.
Yep.
Yep, that's nothing.
Okay. New York Jets have the Queen's Cocktail.
Okay.
Gin, dry vermouth, sweet vermouth, and pineapple juice. Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't say the ingredients on that one.
This is
dainty.
This is.
Oh, look,
Makes
it
sense
gets
for
even
Philly.
better.
Philadelphia Eagles have the Clover Club.
Don't serve me anything in that glass ever.
Don't serve anyone in Philadelphia something with a spear in it.
Right?
This pink-hued pre-prohibition cocktail is a Philly original. It hit the scene in the late 1800s at the city's Bellevue, Stratford. Where are we at? Tart, refreshing, and silky smooth. It's a drink for all occasions, including last year's Super Bowl. It does not give anything.
There you go.
Okay.
The foolish fungal.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have the
Fussfungal.
I think Fussfungal, but I have to admit his Fussfungal sounds good.
Die Fußfungel.
The drink's name sounds
It
like
sounds
the
like
top
something you got out of a football
of
player's
the
big
verbal
toe.
gobbledygook. Lewis Carroll may have thrown in the middle of Jabberwocky. It's actually a sweeter reef on a rye old-fashioned, purportedly created in a Pittsburgh speakeasy in 1902.
Look at it. The original specs call for burnt molasses syrup.
Ow! Can I get it burnt? Ow!
I told you. There's something called burnt and drinks.
Burnt molasses syrup.
Along with the drinks, rye, orange bitters, but a burnt brown sugar syrup will work just fine.
You got your burnt, baby.
The San Francisco 49ers.
And it came out of Steelers, no less.
The San Francisco 49ers have the Pisco Punch.
More like piss punch, but hey, you know.
Seattle Seahawks have the last word.
Because they're the 12th man.
If you would scroll down.
Oh, I thought you were reading the rest of that.
I read that one.
That one makes sense.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the Rum Runner.
Yeah.
The Tennessee Titans have a Jack and Coke.
They're really fun.
Okay.
It's Tennessee, yeah.
They went hard on that one. Like, what kind of drink do we want?
This has to be a recent list because the Washington Commanders have a Gin Ricky.
What are you on Jan Rickies?
Yeah, published September 3rd, 2023. So, yeah, definitely.
Definitely recent.
Yeah. Well, they also had Vegas Raiders, too, so.
Next one.
Yep.
Sorry, I was over here burping up some fucking
Reaper?
spicy Reaper through my nose.
You want me to give me the Heimlich?
Wait. Okay, so before we move on, because I've been saving this one for a while. I was messing around one night. I was going to order some Jimmy John's. So I went on their website and started punching in, like, what if I just ordered everything on one sandwich? Like, what do you think the most expensive sandwich that you could possibly make at Jimmy John's?
$150.
Quadruple meat, everything. Grandmaster Daddy sandwich.
I mean, it's like, what do you think it would cost, Julie?
Like the Jimmy John's, like $40.
What do you think?
Probably about $40-$50.
Alex, most expensive sandwich you can order at Jimmy John's?
$62.
She's got inside numbers.
See, I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm going with like 30.
But is this including delivery, or is
No,
this
this
like
is pickup. This is pickup. Like I just went on the app and it started putting shit on the sandwich.
I'm
Okay,
thinking like
I'd say 50.
28 to 30 bucks. I have a feeling at some point they're gonna cut you off. Like you can't just add fucking the entire.
I
store
know.
to a sandwich.
Customer's
I know you
choice.
can do it because we used to work with a guy who worked at Jimmy John's, and he said, "Yes, motherfuckers do that shit." And I was like, "People put tuna on a gargantuan?" He's like, "Yes." I was like, "That is disgusting."
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, I mean, like, you can't add fucking. I want tuna. I want pork. I want like you can't just
yeah,
like.
you can,
Okay. Still,
At BK, man, have your way.
and you can extra that shit too.
then my 30 to 35 is low.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, right?
So the most expensive sandwich that I could create was $88.20.
Jesus Christ.
Most is closest.
So it comes with. So I started off with the giant gargantuan, which has salami, capicola, turkey, roast beef, ham, provolone, lettuce, mayo, and
All
yellow.
good shit.
So then you go extra salami, extra capicola, extra roast beef, extra ham, extra turkey, extra provolone. And mind you, I only went with one cheese, extra lettuce,
yeah,
onions,
'cause
like
yeah.
because then you get into the free shit, right? So then like extra onions, tomatoes, lettuce. They don't charge you for any of that. Then you get down to like when you want extra avocado spread, they charge you for that.
Yeah.
And your bacon, tuna salad. I'm not done.
Oh, God.
There's more. Stop it. Go away here.
Oh, God.
Uh,
My stomach hurts just thinking
and
about
then
this.
extra Vito meat.
Vito meat?
Yeah, Vito meat is what they call like the capicola in Genoa.
Ah.
I thought it was like a acronym for vegetarians, extra topping options.
No, Vito's like Italian.
Yeah, he wants his money in a bag by Tuesday.
But yeah, I just thought
Don't
that
have
was
it.
interesting. Like I went through like just putting everything I could possibly think of on a sandwich. I did not order this sandwich.
I still want to know, like, if you did order that sandwich, do you think that they would actually make it? And if so, fucking how?
I just
Because
wanna-
I will be honest, at this point, here is your bag of soup.
Yeah, right?
Like, it's in there.
Just throw everything in a bag and then here's your roll.
Yeah, like no. You put the roll down first, just half of it, and then you put everything in the
No, I
bag,
feel
and then you
they'd
put the
call him.
other half on top.
I had a feeling they'd call and be like, we're going to give you 4 halves. We're going to pile it up all on one.
I just want to order it just to see what the fuck happens, but I also don't want to eat that.
It's just,
I don't think you just could.
With the tuna
Meat.
on it.
Meat.
That does not sound like you would like. That's not a day of eating. I mean, it might be a day. Of eating.
Like the
that's
whole-
called a stoner order is what it is.
Honestly, like, if you did, like, a half a sub of that, it would take me, like... I would
here's
cut-
the thing. The
I would
problem
cut
is
half
that they
of it.
offer it.
I would cut half of that in half.
Again,
and
though,
eat it for lunch at work.
If you actually got to the checkout, like, do you think someone would call you and be like, "Hey, this ain't happening"? Like, have you ever gone to fucking Chipotle and just been like, "Yeah," and now that it's
More.
8 times the size of that wrap, go ahead and roll it. Like, good luck. At
That's
some
when
point
you gotta,
they just
that's when
have to
you
be
gotta
like,
bust
"Yeah,
out the second. You gotta bust out the second burrito shell, and
Well,
like
what
you
about
gotta
the
like
bowls?
overlay them.
I mean, like, what about the bowls? People trying to like overfill the bowls. Like, at some point, you just got to be like, "Yeah, shit ain't fitting. I don't. Were you paying for a second bowl? What do you want me to do?"
I just thought it was interesting, and I want to try.
Like, again, if they just handed that shit to you in like a fucking bag, like, all right, like fucking,
You did this to yourself.
It's fucking Five Guys at that point. Your sandwich is in the bag. It's- like, I just got a brown bag, all the shit's in there. Like, your sandwich is in the bag.
They put the bread in there, and like 5 guys in the fries. It's like they're
Yeah.
just throwing shit in the bag.
No,
like,
see, I think
Here's your
it'd be better.
capicola, here's your ham.
at
think
this
it'd be
point in
better,
time,
like-
at this point in time, I think it's just a salad.
I think they just hand you the bag and fucking mayonnaise the bag. You know what I mean? Like the squiggle across the top.
You already
Just like,
know
here's a
this
sandwich.
Shit. Okay, wait. See, like, the main person I could definitely see eating that sandwich and actually paying for it because it's not technically a challenge is Beard Meats Food. He's the dude that was in the latest.
I know who.
Yeah, he don't like watching his videos. He can't watch.
Oh, no,
like,
he's gotten better
beers
about
and
his
food like that.
Yeah.
disgustingness now. His more
Yeah.
his more recent videos, like, they cut that type of shit out.
Yeah,
And
like when
he's
it's like,
more
I
more
don't
subtle.
need to see your maple syrup dreadlocks in your beard.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot more subtle about that shit. But I watched a recent video where he ate fucking 48 pieces of fucking pizza slices in 2 hours.
48?
In 2 hours.
Have you? Shit, I'm watching that one chick.
I could see him ordering that for lunch.
No.
No, it's $80 sandwich. Whatever.
I feel like we should let Dennis clarify. He's over here stalking people. I'm watching that one chick.
Well, no, the one with the long ass nails
like
and everything,
2 weeks
the
now.
competitive eater.
Huh? Oh.
Like it keeps popping up in my Facebook. I'm like, hey, okay, so I start watching the videos and everything. But like, because she did, was it a pizza competition with one dude that there's been a lot of memes with where like he's got the headphones in and everything. He's saying he thinks he sounds exactly like that, and you got that pans out to where like everybody who's like la, 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 and shit. Yeah.
No.
You haven't seen him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm very about my memes.
It's pretty stupid.
You should,
All right.
you should show me.
How do we not have a damn it, Dooley meme? Anyone listening, you want to work on that and send it to us. Or if you need help finding any photos of Dooley, by all means, email us. We can
We have supplies.
we can work on that.
Culinary students share their top trade tricks for home cooking. I'm interested in this. Well, clearly we do not fry in EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil for you home folk.
Yeah, you don't fry with that.
Fry that your butter. Bacon fat.
I don't know if I would fry in avocado oil either,
Mm.
because that would just be stupid expensive.
It's a neutral oil, so
Well, I mean, yeah.
Did you use all that thing to fry that shit?
Yeah,
You
I should
fucking-
clarify though that this is more like deep frying.
yes.
We like
Shallow pan frying? Like, that looks like shrimp for sure, right?
still, but that's like isn't frying. Like if you're sautéing, you're still technically frying.
Technically.
Like so, I mean that's
Well, I mean, your
a odd
frying
way of
pan,
phrasing things.
versus your saute pan.
Anyway,
All right. Be meticulously organized. So that's just mise en place. Moving on. Pasta water has a use.
Yep.
It does, yes.
To thicken, like for your sauce? Is that what you're talking
I'm
about?
assuming so, yeah.
This is a great picture, though.
Scroll
Because they're
down.
making all this pasta and they got
There
all
you
that
go.
dried shit in the back.
make your next Italian even better. Don't pour out the water used to boil the pasta. That's the secret ingredient. Pour a dash of starchy water into the sauce, making the pasta bind to it better.
I'm not 100% sure on that, because sometimes I feel like you can also water down your sauce.
Add hot sauce. A bit of heat might be your recipe's secret ingredient.
I put hot sauce in hollandaise. Because it also has vinegar in it.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Continue.
Number 5, commit to butter. Fuck yes. I don't even know what this is in reference to.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes we want to cut calories wherever we can. That's not a bad idea, but commit to butter. Don't switch to margarine. Any meal will be improved tenfold by using real butter over the substitute.
Got that right.
Just knowing his face and him holding that plate, I know what he's going to do.
And that's why restaurants use nearly a stick per meal.
At the same time, I think he's about to eat all that butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all that water in there still, man.
Oh, is he
Yeah.
about to do like some kind of competition?
No, he's done some dumb shit, and I just look at all these things of butter. It's
You
gonna
got
be
the little
gone
green-
in a second.
He's got a little green screen barely covering his bikes, but hey, you know.
Try soy sauce over salt.
That's
If you
interesting.
want to find a good salt substitute, try soy sauce. I only know about this because of making beef jerky. It's a dehydration thing.
Yeah.
And instead of using salt, they use soy sauce. Just a drop of hot sauce can elevate a dish, and a splash of soy sauce offers a flavorful salt substitute. Number 7 is avoid pre-marinated meats.
That is good advice.
Culinary students want to scream this one from the rooftop. Don't purchase pre-marinated meats at the store. Chances are there's a good reason that chicken breast got drenched in seasoning and heavy, colorful sauce.
I don't like when you go like what you were
It's-
talking about earlier, like with like the turkey tenderloins that are already marinated.
Yeah.
Like, why are they doing that?
I don't know.
Like, I can do it myself if I want it, like rosemary chicken or rosemary turkey.
Yeah, but most people don't.
Number 8, yes, please.
Yeah. Don't underdo garlic.
I think what they mean on this one is garlic from the heart.
Yes. How much garlic should I
that's
add?
enough,
Wait till your
child.
ancestors say.
What's
yes.
that one line from the 10 Crack Commandments by Biggie Smalls? It's like, number 8, but this should be number 1 to me. It's like, don't get high on your own supply, but don't underdo garlic, bitch. Like,
Number 9, alcohol won't always
That is
cook
true.
off.
That is true.
Sometimes you can taste the vodka in your sauce. It means the alcohol is still in there.
I don't believe that.
I am okay with that.
Because alcohol, like if you pour vodka into your sauce, you are looking for the flavor of vodka, burning off that. The flame is the burning of alcohol.
Yeah.
If you put bourbon in your sauce and you cook it flambe, and you still taste the bourbon, doesn't mean that it's still alcoholic.
I do believe, though, that if you are boiling sauce, the alcohol will evaporate off before the water in the sauce will.
That I don't.
That's how they
know.
distill
With
things,
with
because the distilling
boiling point.
The boiling point of alcohol is
How
less
is
than
that?
the boiling point of water.
Studies found that cooking out is dependent on the amount of heat and length of time spent cooking. Maybe that's why everyone loves your pasta. Boozy, drunken noodles.
I make
drunken
a hell
noodles.
of a vodka sauce.
I don't
2
like
shots
vodka
of vodka.
Dude, I got
I don't like vodka sauce.
shit. You had the rum cake.
Number 10.
Rum cake.
He used 2 bottles of rum in that cake.
Well, I mean, the rum cake isn't supposed to cook off.
Number
Yeah,
10.
that's not gonna go.
No.
I'm going to argue part of this one. Number 10. Microwaving food is not less nutritious. That I do agree with. Your microwave isn't evil. That I could argue. In fact, when some
Well,
food
your
Well,
microwave
your
only
my
has
microwave
a popcorn
sucks.
button.
That's fine. When some food, do we have a microwave on our truck?
No.
There's a reason for that. When some foods are heated at a
Because
lower
there's
temperature,
no there's no
anywhere.
room for one, and there's nothing we're microwaving.
exactly.
I
Why would we
go-
microwave
I would
it?
bring myself Hot Pockets.
Damn right. Yeah. Now you're thinking about
Yeah,
it.
now we have snacks.
All that time is like, shit. I wish I had some popcorn right now.
I can make that anytime. It's the only thing I have a button for.
We could get that pop smart shit, and we could pop popcorn right on the range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm
Who
more
needs a
into
microwave?
the Hot Pockets or the lean cuisines I could be eating.
2
Oh,
minutes
different
later,
pop.
you would be like, I regret eating that.
Yeah.
Still.
Hey, hold on. Go back. Okay, so they're not evil.
yeah.
In fact, when some foods are heated at low temperatures over a span of a few minutes, they actually retain their nutrition. Or
More
nutrients,
nutrients.
sorry.
So-
Yeah, I'm making up my own words.
Well, hold on.
I'm reading and just
Let me clarify some shit, because this just
like
says...
boiling vegetables is the worst thing you could fucking possibly
Yes.
do to them.
In fact, well, that's because you're overcooking them. But in
No,
fact...
because all the nutrients stay in the
They're
water.
You're also overcooking them. But in fact, some foods, when some foods are heated at a lower temperature over the span of just a few minutes, they retain more nutrients than they would with other cooking methods. How many microwaves are you putting on low to wait 10 minutes? No, a Hot Pocket's done in like 2 minutes flat, and that might be 2 of them.
And
No.
but the middle's
Is
still
it-
the
is
middle's
it
still
frozen?
frozen.
Okay.
2 minutes.
So you can't tell me
Well, first
that
bite's
is...
hot. First bite's lava, and then the second bite's fucking
You
ice
can't
cold.
tell me that's a slow cook. The whole point of the microwave is to cook quickly.
I just like to look at this microwave and how much shit he is putting in
In
there.
this
Like,
microwave?
That is not. That's an industrial microwave.
At the same time, he's got like 6 plates in there of vegetables.
If I'd be mad as hell
And
if
it
I
looks like
ordered
mashed
that
potatoes
plate
on the one. Like, what the
and
fuck?
broccoli and why does it look like mussels?
I was thinking, like on his
Carrots?
finger,
Yeah.
like at his finger, I could
Yeah.
get muscles out of that. Yeah.
Bitch, don't put that shit in the microwave.
That,
You know what that's gonna
what,
smell
What are you
like?
talking about right here?
My, the best part here
That's
is
the stove
you're
range.
looking at him putting.
That's what?
The range, like the stove. I mean, I could see that.
so it's a curved
so it's a
plate.
curved
Yeah.
plate.
Okay,
I am
see it
just
now.
looking at how much he's putting in this microwave.
It's
That
a-
there is one directly underneath it.
Maybe that
Yeah.
was full too.
It's
Yeah.
a double. stack.
Maybe it's concert night and motherfucker.
Drop fried,
It's
Dooley.
concert night, and that's where the chicken comes
Throw
from.
all
That's
the
where
vegetables in the
vegetables come
microwave.
from. That's where the mashed potatoes come from.
I'm sure it happens, but I'm just saying, if I went to like a 5-star restaurant and found out they microwave their food, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. How good was it?
Uh,
I mean,
just because they got their technique down
are
doesn't
you
no reason to hate.
Because I need my food extra hot, because then I appreciate it.
Like if you're eating it, you're like, "Fuck, how'd you do that?" Like, well, I have to use the microwave
What?
I'm out.
because when I was using the radar, everybody in the kitchen went sterile, so I had to go to the microwave.
I'm sorry.
I almost spit beer everywhere on that one. Number 11. This is genius. Preheat pans.
Well,
Enough said.
I mean, well, most like yeah. I mean, I was just trying to think like in a restaurant setting, but they're talking about at home. So.
Well, I
Yes, you put your pan on the stove, and you turn it on before you put anything else in it.
Have you ever drizzled oil into a cold pan? Fucking
Yes.
don't. That's all you need to know.
It'll get hot eventually.
Use broccoli stems.
Well, yeah. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Keep scrolling down.
Oh, they're talking
Because
about
I need to
putting it in
know
your-
how.
They're talking about
No.
They're
A little bit
talking about
further
putting it in compost and shit.
Try chopping these stems
No,
up and
they're
toss
talking
them
about
in the
using it.
pan next time you're making stir fry or flavorful chicken.
I don't know. Sometimes that shit's real fibrous though.
But that's what they say. You got to cut it up really fine. You probably even boil it first. It doesn't say that, but that would be the best way. to do
That's
it.
true right there.
Number 13, add seasoning early on. You can absolutely season your food too late in the game. To get those incredible complex tastes, you need to start seasoning early.
Well,
I mean,
you
before
season,
you
like,
start
especially
cooking.
if, in this instance, that's a brisket. He's
Yeah.
seasoning it and he's gonna let it rest and like probably overnight.
Well,
And I'm assuming that was a dude. Oh, bakers beware.
Cooking is an art form. When following a recipe, culinary students know to get creative in between the lines, following the chef's instinct we mentioned before, which we didn't read about because we weren't reading. This does not apply to baking. Most of those recipes must be followed exactly as... What the fuck is she baking? Let me bake this steak.
Yep. Well, she could.
No.
I like.
She,
What are you about? Are you about to go with like some...
beef Wellington.
yeah, like-
No, those are ribeyes and shit.
Yeah.
That's a broiling pan.
Yeah,
Again,
and
I'm
dude,
saying- what
Saying,
does this have to
she's
do with
not
baking?
yeah, and
Dude, it's like the
well, she's got a
40s
Betty
or
Cro-
50s. Like, it's some
So she
new...
is clearly reading Betty Crocker.
Crocker. Yeah, she's
Maybe
yeah.
she's baking a steak pie.
At the same time, she's
Mincemeat. What
she's
is that?
fucking mincemeat is ground beef.
Or,
She's
it,
turned
or
it
this
as a
is...
really expensive meat.
Or
Maybe...
Mincemeat pie.
Maybe her
Or-
husband just yelled at her and she's trying to figure out how to learn some shit.
Or
She's-
this
Where's
is
dinner, bitch?
this is just one of those very, very early Instagram photos where
gotta
some
bake it,
girls like
baby.
trying
I'll
to
be right
cook
back.
eggs on a fucking dishwasher.
This does. I mean, come
Like-
on. Even the
This is
like,
the
even the plaid in the
stupidest.
background reminds me of like the 40s and 50s. This
This
is
is
Oh yeah, this
the
is
dumbest. Oh look, but it is Betty Crocker.
yeah. Number 15. Butter can't be softened in the microwave.
That's
Melting is not the
bullshit.
same as softening. For butter, that's perfect for baking. You're better off leaving it at room temp.
Well, shit, I remember back in the day
But-
when I was growing when I
real
was
You
growing
fast.
up.
could put hot ass water in that cup
real fast.
and then put it over the butter, and it will help. it
our
get to
microwave has a literal butter soften button setting.
Okay.
Fuck you and your good ass microwave. I'm gonna switch my popcorn
know.
shit with yours in the middle of the night. Good luck.
When I was growing
4
up,
a.m. food.
I really only do use like one
Hey,
button.
shit, when
though.
I was-
30 seconds, 30
When I was-
seconds, 30
30
seconds,
seconds.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Look,
when
my
I was growing up,
cancel
we had a
button
butter
stops
dish.
sometimes, all right?
we had a butter dish was always on the table.
Yeah,
See,
I
we
have
tried
several.
to have a
Yeah.
butter dish, but that shit got moldy.
I have a butter bell. I
So
have
we
a
don't
butter
have
dish. I
anything
have like.
that anymore.
Batter can have lumps.
Yes, sir.
Well, to
Mixing
get fluffy.
batter. Yeah, fluffy pastries or baked goods require some lumps, so don't be afraid of a little graininess.
Especially in cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
Number 17. I would say this applies to most everything, but
Oh.
baking soda expires. I love how they have the bacon soda as the picture.
Bacon
soda.
soda.
Bacon soda. I got bacon soda.
With chocolate.
You should toss that
Oh.
baking. You should toss baking soda, not bacon soda. You should probably toss that immediately. But the baking soda expires roughly 6 to 12 months after you get it.
Yeah. Once it's open, yeah.
When's the last time you checked the baking soda in the fridge? How many people have baking soda in the fridge?
I do.
Yeah, we probably need to
I
get
think
rid
I
of
have
that.
two. I don't think.
Thank you, God.
Don't wash meat before cooking.
That's gross.
This only applies to fruits and veggies.
Y'all, I have been.
Time out,
seeing
time
some-
out, time out. You buy like a frozen turkey and like you gotta rinse out the inside of the cavity because there's all kinds of blood and crap in there.
Well, that's one thing. That's
But
rinsing, not
I
washing.
have been.
Oh,
seeing
I'm not using Dawn.
I have been seeing these videos on the
I've seen
social
videos
media where people are
Putting bleach in it.
putting Dawn on their chicken and scrubbing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
No.
called.
Yes.
Yes,
There's,
Really?
there's a chick that poured bleach in the water and put her chicken in there. She's like, "This is how you're supposed to wash your
I
chicken."
don't know.
I'm
at
like,
this
"Please,
point,
please eat it. Please
Do you
eat
think
it."
it's
Please
just
eat
for
it."
the
only-
clicks?
I think it
Excuse
is. I
me.
think at this point, I don't know if this point if it's just people doing it because of this.
The
Like,
only-
I'm fucking talking about it.
The only time you should wash any sort of produce or anything, or not proteins, is if that shit's frozen as fuck and it's a chicken breast. You need that shit for service tomorrow.
That's called
And
thawing,
it's probably
not
like
washing.
500
Thawing,
fucking pieces
yeah.
of chicken. That's probably the only
Yeah.
reason.
The quick thaw in the
Quick
sink.
thaw.
That's
that
thawing,
you
not
shouldn't
washing.
And
do.
that's cold water, not hot water.
Yeah, you didn't load it up with bleach and Dawn.
Yeah.
That's what I did wrong.
Damn it! No wonder
That's
they all
all.
died.
Hey,
Flavor
you
was
said quartz
different.
sands is good to clean with.
Yes.
I'm good, thank you.
Quat sanitizer.
Number 19. Clean while cooking.
That's a good one.
That's just a no
What are you
fucking
reading?
brainer.
You can keep scrolling because that's pretty self-explanatory.
Hold on, is that the dude from fucking Roadhouse? Roadhouse.
Oh no, that's for you.
Oh,
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking? What's his name?
Sam?
Yeah, Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Yeah.
Sam Elliott's in your dish pit.
No.
You know you're fucking winning.
Not even close. Not even close, ladies.
Nah.
Number 20. Cold water goes in gravy.
What the fuck is this picture?
What? That's a handful. That's like when you dropped your cell phone.
It looks like
in
caramel.
sauce.
Hey, that was a white
That's
bechamel sauce,
somebody that fucking put their hand in caramel.
not caramel.
Oh, I was literally just thinking, do we have it? I say caramel.
I feel like
Then
this
you
is-
were like caramel.
This is a fuck up from the beginning. If you make your own gravy, culinary experts will tell you not to make the mistake of using warm or hot water. If you're making your own gravy, it's not a packet.
Yeah.
You're probably not like
Well,
what kind of
you're gonna have to add
water.
You're gonna
or
have to add some sort of
liquid.
liquid, like a stock or something, in order to
Get the
yeah,
flavor.
but like
yeah, because you're gonna like if you're scraping the fond off a pan, you're gonna add like water or like a stock or something to like make it. You're not gonna. What are you gonna have, like 2 tablespoons of sauce?
I'm with you on
They're
the
saying
stock.
gravy, not sauce.
I'm with
so-
you on the stock, but like
Yeah, but that's the difference between.
making your own and making shit from a packet.
Well,
That's the only
What's the
thing
next?
I have
What's the
there.
next line?
But you're saying you get the stock. A lot of people are probably just going to use water.
Okay,
That's
so
the
they're
difference
ta-
between people who cook and people who don't.
So they're talking about making a slurry.
I'm assuming. Yeah, well.
Flour
I'm
and
actually surprised that they are even talking about making a slurry. I really thought they were talking about like rip that packet open, dump it in, and add cold water. Like
Yes, that's what we teach all the culinary.
what
students.
the anyway. Number 21. Cooking is a 5 cents skill. If you're cooking with garlic, it's 6 heart counts.
Yeah.
This is like Captain Planet up in this bitch.
Garlic, butter, oil, bacon.
Right.
Who invited bacon? He's such an asshole.
Avocado.
Fuck you, avocado.
This is good. This is good. These tips.
What?
Well, Dooley's scrolling and no one's reading, but these are really. This
I mean,
is useful.
Listening can be incredibly useful in the kitchen if you know what to bend your ear to. Here's an example. When sauteing onions, there will be 3 distinct noises. A sizzle when the chopped onions hit the oil. Then there's the hiss. That's steam escaping. When you hear the crackle, you'll know the veggie's really cooking. I get it.
I never focused that much.
No,
But-
No, I-
But it's really useful with garlic, especially.
Wait,
like,
set
if
up
you,
a
if
timer?
your onions do get to a point, if you kind of can't really hear too much anymore, you should probably.
I thought the smoke alarm was a timer.
Number 22. Set up a timer. We've all burned something. I'm pretty sure there's a pie floating around the internet that is definitely.
Yeah, the apple pie
Shut
memory
up.
counter, yes.
It happens, but it doesn't need to.
Shut up, Jason.
Scroll down.
Poor Dooley.
I did
Let's
not.
go. Let's go.
I did not leave that bird in there. You did. Those 8 times or 10.
Where's the bacon?
23. Homemade broth
That
is
too.
simple. Don't throw away onion ends. Set that bell pepper core aside and make sure any chicken bones go straight into a freezer bag with those ingredients. Add some carrots and apple slices and throw the bag into a freezer.
What's the apple slice?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's a
right.
little weird one, but I mean, why? Now I want to try it. To be honest, when ready, place the ingredients in some boiling water and let the whole shebang simmer. I wonder if it has anything to do with the pectin in the apples.
I don't know what's going on with this.
Maybe.
Good possibility.
I wonder how big that is.
Big enough to fit you.
Where are they?
That is
Like,
6 people big. You can put all 6 of those people in that pot. They are definitely going for some sort of record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go India. I couldn't
Yes.
couldn't
sir.
read the
Again.
side of that thing.
Again, number 1.
Number
Should be,
24. Keep knives sharp. Enough said.
There.
Number 25. Think of sugar. I like how it's think of sugar. Like, don't actually add any. Just think of
Yeah,
it.
this looks like a tomato sauce.
A little
No,
sweetness.
Apparently
This looks
that's-
like chili.
apparently
This
that's a
looks like chili. A little sweetness to your dish can do wonders. When making chili, consider adding a little sugar to the concoction.
No.
No. I considered
Sugar
it.
does
I
not
ruled it
belong
out.
in chili or tomato sauce.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
down. You know, you can do the drops of
Cut
hot
down
sauce on that
acidity.
one. Number 26. Raw food is not always more nutritious.
The fuck is she eating?
That is a veggie sandwich. Sir.
That is
A lot of avocado on there.
That's ridiculous.
Mango, tomato. What the fuck is
cherry tomato, pineapple. I don't know.
I
What is
didn't
that?
cut cherry
See?
tomatoes.
Rhubarb.
Mango.
Is that rhubarb?
I think it's maybe a mango.
I don't know.
I just sleep.
I don't. I'll
And
tell you
it's
what. This
between
woman
two
is.
portobello mushrooms too.
In no way is this woman going to make any,
Shit, that is
any type
mushrooms.
of effect
I'm
on
out.
this.
I'm definitely out on this sandwich.
She can't eat this from any angle.
You don't
Like
know
her
how-
mouth isn't going to fit around over.
That
just-
is looking
Hey,
like the
hey.
Jimmy John sandwich if you were a vegetarian.
Is
that
that $80 sandwich?
Don't
Is that mango or pineapple?
Well, we don't know. So your guess is as good as.
I'm gonna go with those are cherry tomatoes at the bottom.
That's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
was on. Yeah.
And is that
Hey,
hummus leaking out of it?
And this makes more sense because at first glance I thought radishes.
So we'll get into this. 27. Wash cast iron pans. Certain cleaners, such as lye-based soaps, may strip the seasoning you've built up over time, but this can be prevented by regularly oiling your pan.
I wash mine, but I also season them directly after.
Yeah.
In fact, if you don't give your pan occasional cleansings with a sponge and water, it's likely to get rusty. Now, that I agree with, but I disagree with, like, the wash. I feel like it's more of a rinse at that point. No,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I use soap, I wash them, scrub them, then I oil, and then I dry, then I oil and season.
Number 28. Pancakes with bubbles are ready to be flipped.
I concur. I spend a lot of time making pancakes. The one clearly on the left has been down longer than the one on the right.
Yep.
Number 29. Avocado pits don't prevent browning. The seed only protects the part of the avocado that it's directly in contact with. If your avocado has been sitting in the fridge a little longer than usual because of its seed, you may want to give it a once-over before use.
That's why you use lime juice.
I'm not scared of a brown avocado.
Number 30. I don't know why this is a helpful tip, but lobsters don't scream.
They don't.
Thankfully,
They don't
those
feel pain.
high-pitched noises aren't the sounds of your lobsters in agony. Well, we don't know if they feel pain, but when a lobster is boiled, air is released from under its shell, creating a whistling sound.
That's why you just put them in the steamer.
Number 31.
Put them in the steamer, close the door, Dooley. Don't look back.
Choose salt wisely.
I don't know why I've never really thought about the fact that they're alive.
When you cook them?
Yeah.
I mean, they're in the tank if you know.
a lot of
I
people.
was never rich.
Well, a lot of people will
Hell,
just
I've never been
stab it
around
right
lobster.
behind the head,
The only
and,
lobster I've had is from the grocery store, so.
and it was a tail.
Yeah. Damn. That makes me sad.
I want
No.
that one.
Like, you can definitely kill them, dispatch them beforehand. Like you can split down the middle of their face or
Yeah.
stab them in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I tried to convince the owner of Lucky Oyster when I worked there to let me put up a lobster tank in the front. I had the tank. He wasn't really feeling it. Choose salt wisely. Chunk of
We
your
used to have a
salt.
lobster tank at Baja.
Yeah.
Chunk of your salt is deceiving. If you're using regular table salt, then be careful when making the switch to kosher salt or sea salt, as you may under-season your food.
That's true.
The finer the grain, the saltier the flavor. If you're unsure, try weighing out your salt ahead of time.
See, I don't agree with weighing out the salt either because I think kosher salt, like an ounce of kosher salt and an ounce of table salt, you're still going to be way saltier on the table salt side.
Oh yeah.
This one has a lot of caveats to it, but number 32. Eggs can be room temp. For some recipes, it's better to have room temp eggs. Think of how an egg is made. How about let's not? Those warm eggs, straight from the chicken, they're better for mixing with dry ingredients, which is perfect for baking or whipping up a delicious omelet. No need to boil potatoes before what the
What?
Cutting up potatoes first will make a more even cook. With chopped potatoes, the temperature
That
spreads, so you're still cutting
Yeah,
up.
that's stupid.
Are they
But you're
just
still-
baking
you're
them
still-
instead?
The title is stupid.
You're still boiling them no matter what. You just
Well,
cut
no,
them up.
scroll
Yeah.
down because they're going to bake them. Scroll down. Have you ever accidentally burnt yourself on a hot potato straight from the oven? This tip will help keep your skin intact. So, I mean, they're just baking them instead of boiling
Yeah.
them. You're still fucking cooking it first. There's never too much pasta!
I love how the spaghetti's on fire.
That would be a completely different texture.
Your pasta will be fine just as long as you have enough water. People all try all sorts of tricks, like using giant pans and adding oil to their pasta to prevent clumping. Simply mix your pasta often for clump-free, sticky noodles.
What is happening in this picture?
The pasta lid on fire.
I'm on fire.
It will do that if you leave it hanging over the edge and
Oh, is
On
that
a
what
gas
they were
burner.
saying?
yeah.
I missed the first
They-
part.
they-
Sorry, I looked up and saw the.
See, they only wanted like a little handful of like, ramen noodles. So that's what's at the bottom. The other side, they're going, hallelujah.
So, was there a first picture in
No.
reference to that? Okay, so it just
No.
says don't leave your pasta over.
Do you
Okay.
do you think that adds a flavor to the pasta?
I mean, yes.
This
Smokes.
is true.
Scorch.
Oh, Jason, we know this.
This is
We-
definitely true.
Do we?
Tastes like when you burn the bottom of your gravy and try
Aye.
to recover it.
Not all bakeware works the same. Do
Deb-
your research. The pan you use may conduct heat differently than you want it to.
And that's why we have all sorts of cast iron.
I don't think it's the pan. I think it's the oven.
That. I mean, it's pretty even in the middle there. It needed to rotate if you wanted them all burnt.
I'm not gonna lie, the oven might make a difference. When I first moved into my house, one part of my oven was hotter than the other. After like 2 years, it finally balanced the fuck back out. Number 36, adding milk or cream to scrambled eggs.
I'm just not on this one.
I think that's a personal preference.
I mean, if you're trying to stretch them,
I
Yeah.
mean, it does make them fluffier. I'm not against it. It's not.
I-
I don't care for it. I mean, like I
don't
can take
either.
it or leave it.
No.
I mean, yeah, I used to do it that way.
I feel like if you like the runnier texture of eggs, like not soft eggs, like not runny eggs, soft eggs, scramble soft, like
There
where
you
they're
go.
still kind of wet. I feel like then you can
There you
add
go.
dairy to your eggs, like that.
For
Adding
instance,
I
milk
don't
would be
think you
fine.
need to if you're not cooking them as far. I
Yeah.
think you want to add dairy if you're going to cook them longer.
well, see, they're saying extra dairy can actually thin out your eggs, making them easy to overcook.
Easy to overcook doesn't mean you have
No,
to
but
overcook.
like you're saying, it can stretch them out.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly fine.
Just don't cook your eggs on fucking high.
What they're
Right?
saying, talking about does more
Medium is a
harm.
fucking
It doesn't do
wonder.
any harm to them.
That's been my life on the medium side of the range.
Yeah.
Like,
Number 37, cooking bacon in a skillet.
Can fuck you up.
Your grandma did it, your mom did it, your grandma's grandma did it. That's the way they all did it. However, if you want to get the best flavor out of bacon, bake them. There you go.
I get it, but at the same time,
I see you bake bacon. You bake bacon.
You bake
You bake bacon when you're trying to cook a lot of bacon
yeah.
at one time. I'm not trying to cook 4 strips of bacon at a time. I'm trying to cook all the bacon at one time.
Yeah.
And then you save that grease and throw it on top of your bacon before everyone eats their bacon.
Yeah, and it's much easier.
38, pre-preparing guacamole.
Pre-preparing your guacamole.
What, like 45 seconds
you
before?
think all
I
the-
don't, scroll down real quick because
So
I'm
they're
assuming this
gonna
is about
say
the browning.
something- Yeah,
Yeah.
Because it says, thank God for citrus. Nope. Make your dip just before you eat it or don't make it at all. Day old guacamole will be brown and most likely
But
taste
at the
funny.
same time, you put some lime juice on top of it.
It
won't
does
brown.
not taste funky.
See, they said adding citrus to the dip did not help, but
Yeah.
they did not talk about putting it on top
top.
or anything.
Yeah.
If you get like a good layer of plastic wrap with no air and like you press it down
Oh
on
my
top of the
goodness.
food,
Good press and seal stuff, yeah.
like, you
Number
just press it onto the surface like where it
Yeah.
can't oxidize.
Yeah.
Number 39, removing pepper seeds. Removing pepper seeds is supposed to cut back on the spice, right?
Wrong.
That's
Well, sort
wrong.
of. Seeds may take your dish. Seeds may make your dish a little spicier, but it's actually the membrane or pith that holds the most heat in an average pepper.
Damn
The
right.
white part.
Yep.
See, now that could go twofold though, because I feel like the pith may hold the most, but there are more seeds than pith. So
If you're taking
That's a
the
number
seeds out,
versus-
you're definitely reducing the
yeah,
fucking heat.
that's a numbers game, like quantity versus quality. You may have more quality in the pith, but you get more quantity on the seeds. Number 40, only flipping your steak once.
Also, nobody wants to fucking bite down on seeds.
Multiple flips, make sure your meat is perfectly cooked, evenly cooked.
I mean, I don't know if anyone sautés a whole steak like that or
Yeah.
3.
Fly out of time.
I'm assuming that's supposed to be like the picture of the flip. I don't know. Number 41,
Well,
well,
they
didn't
get
we already
grill-
cover
how
this
they-
shit?
How they get grill marks?
Number 41, microwaving butter.
Sharpie.
We already covered this. You could just keep going. Number 42, not Searing stew meat. Now, this one's a good
You
tip.
should definitely sear it.
Yes.
Sear your meat before you throw it in a
Hell
stew.
yeah, because then you get all that brown goodness on the bottom of the pan. and
Searing,
everything. Yes.
for those that don't know, because I guess we never really cover topics that seem simple. Searing your meat is when you brown it in a hot pan before adding it to your stew.
When
Little
you're
bit of
looking for the Maillard reaction, which is where the meat browns.
If they don't know what searing is, I don't think they're getting my Maillard reaction either.
Well, it's something they can Google and read on the toilet.
Number 43, using fresh bread for French toast.
Bad.
The whole point of French toast is to use stale or dried out bread. Why?
Because
That way, it
soaks
better holds
up.
the eggy solution you'll be dipping in it without creating a sloppy mess. Even if you don't have a stale bread, you can dry it out in the oven for 10 minutes for a better result.
It really
Yeah,
kind of
do that shit in a restaurant. Tell me you're gonna do that.
Number 44, use boiling water to make coffee. Resist the urge to dump boiling water into your coffee pot. Why?
You'll crack that shit.
It stifles some of the... Well, that's a good possibility. It stifles some of the flavor after the water boiling. Wait 30 seconds for the bubbling water to still, and then add it. That should be enough time for the perfect cup of joe.
I don't know who's making coffee like that though.
Some fucking...
There's
Again.
somebody at home with a fucking
Don't-
thermometer.
Hipsters.
It's like, it's 210. All right, do it now. Do it now.
Hipsters make it like
Yeah.
that, bro.
Don't
Like a
dare-
candy
Jason-
thermometer in the pot, you know what I mean?
It's called
This-
a Keurig,
thi-
man. I
thi-
add cold water to it, and I hit the button.
This is
Sometimes
what
I even forget to put the K-cup in it,
Ja-
so I end up with hot
Jason,
water,
Jason.
and then I dump it out and I
Jason.
start over.
this is what you call the early morning stoners. They're getting their bongs ready for their cup of joe, and then their
Getting their
bongs,
bongs
ready.
ready.
I have to admit, the percolator on the far right of this picture
Yeah.
does appear to be a smoking device.
Yeah.
It is not, but
Yeah,
it
man.
it
It's
could
a gravity
easily
bomb, bro.
be mistaken for.
That's a
Yeah,
gravity
man.
bomb.
Can you get the coffee ready? Yeah, dude. I got the fucking weed going.
Both of those dudes do look like they probably. I'm not saying they do. Number 45.
I'm giving it like a 98 percentile. Like,
Yeah, well, it
they are
seems
standing there high right now.
chances are high.
real high.
Throwing away spoiled wine. No one wants to waste wine, but sometimes it starts to give off an unpleasant odor. To fix this, just add a cleaned penny to the bottle. What do you clean the penny with? Let's go scroll down.
No.
The coin amazingly will strip away the foul scent like magic. But does that mean it's safe to drink?
'Cause
Or
it's a
does
zinc.
it taste good?
Probably because of the zinc.
I don't know if
That's so weird.
I'm really curious, again.
Just use vinegar.
What's the cleaned penny? What are you cleaning the penny with? And
I tried to make vinegar a couple times.
does it matter what year the penny is? Because, like, what if the penny is a wheat penny? They're made differently.
I mean, what do you think the copper
Like-
content versus the zinc
Zinc.
content is a problem?
I don't know.
Well,
I am not a wine
Same time, I'm not-
aficionado that puts pennies in my wine to prevent them from
And I ain't
becoming
putting no
vinegar.
copper
so
pennies
don't
in
put
there either.
pennies
Fuck
in
that
your
shit.
wine.
Not-
Just give it a little sip. If it tastes nasty, don't use it. Use
I have
vinegar.
a better idea. Drink your wine at one time, and then you don't have to worry about leftovers.
If it isn't
I
left
managed
over,
to do
use
that
it in
all
your
the
fucking
time.
sauce.
We
No
only
one
drink
saves
wine.
beer for later.
Yeah.
It's because
We
it's already
only-
drank. It's already done. It's
I don't
gone.
know. It might go in a chicken.
Unless you passed out, and then you're like, well,
I'll still
We
wait. I'm gonna drink it. I'll
only
still
use
drink it.
wine for cooking.
I still drink
so
it.
That
there
sucks.
you go.
I'm a
Number
professional.
46, using a marinade to tenderize meat.
All right,
Chefs
so-
everywhere use marinades, believing that they can soften up tougher cups of meat, but on the whole, they only add flavor.
Now that depends on what's in the marinade too.
Greatly
So-
agreed.
So
Acidic marinades make things tougher.
acidic marinades make things tougher.
Yes. If you use baking soda on your steak, it is supposed to soften it up. Where you just put like a layer of water and baking soda. That is specifically flavorless, but will soften your steak. Apparently,
What steak
I
are you
do
buying?
kind of
Yeah, you need to
agree with
soften
that.
it up.
But again, most
Cook it longer.
marinades do have acidity and therefore tighten up your steak. So I could get where that's coming from.
I mean, I don't. All right, butcher.
Oh, damn.
I don't eat a lot of eye around.
All right, butcher.
If I'm going to buy a steak, it's usually either like a ribeye or a strip.
Yeah,
Like those are like the only two that I'm gonna.
yeah, I know. And you
Grill.
don't need to add a marinade to it. All you need is salt, pepper. And
Yeah,
that's
but I
pretty
mean,
much
like,
it.
okay, so like as far as steaks go, what are the tougher ones? Like, you said, eye around.
Eye around, like
What
sirloin.
about well, we use
like,
we also sirloins. I'm sorry.
Well, sirloin tip. Sirloin steak, like it's like when it comes to actual steaks, if you're gonna eat
like
it,
the baseball sirloins that look more like a fillet is what we're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, you're those are the little center cut. That, like, yeah,
Those are cool.
I laughed my ass off at those because they charge you extra because they cut it right out of the center. So yeah,
That's what you gave us that time, right? Or I got from you? The little medallion ones?
You asking him to remember what?
You remember that meat you gave me?
Remember that one time I bought some meat from the butcher shop? Like, which time?
Oh, I just
No.
meant the little round. I thought they were sirloin in like medallions.
the little
Whatever.
chunks that I brought over.
No.
I was thinking that was filet mignon, but
No,
That cracks me up though, because Melissa's like, "Yeah, the little steak," and Dennis is like, "You mean the chunk?" So they could both be talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Little
yeah,
steak.
the little steak,
mean
and
the-
Dennis is like, "Yeah, it wasn't the size of my hand. That wasn't a steak. That was a chunk, right? That was a bit. That was about the size of what's in this pan
But,
on the
like-
fucking."
But then, like, it's like whenever you go, like, all right, because the way the total pole of tenderness works on the steaks is filet mignon, of course, is obviously the top. Then you got ribeye Delmonico. Then you got porterhouse, New York strip, and then sirloin steak is at the very bottom. But at the same
Really?
time, on all of those steaks, if you're cooking it rare to medium rare, it's going to be tender no matter what, as long as it's a good quality meat. Whereas once you start
Well,
doing,
like the sirloins are really lean.
yeah, and like personally, like don't get me wrong, I love a good ribeye, I love a good strip and everything. Sirloin is one of my favorite steaks, but that's because of the way I eat my steak. My steak's usually about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick, and then I throw it on the grill for about 35, 40 seconds, and that's it. I like a good cold blue, purple middle in my steak, but it's tender. But whenever like steaks that you're gonna have to definitely marinate though, like be like eye round, freaking top round, you can get away with it if you're cooking a rare to medium rare.
Like a top round steak.
Yeah, like London Bro.
Okay.
Yeah, those sirloin tip, like we sell them, and people are like, "Oh, can you cut in the steaks for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, you just gotta marinate the fuck out of it." But hey, they're like, "No, we don't have to marinate. It's sirloin steak." I'm like, "No, it's sirloin tip."
See, this is
designed more for roast.
This is why Dennis is going to be alive in the year 3000 after the zombie apocalypse.
Because he's going to be eating zombies.
No,
He'll
no,
know
no.
exactly what to cut.
No,
Like-
because he grew up, back when like we were still hunting deer. Which so he's
We
used
are
to.
still hunting deer.
Dude, I can hunt it, I can kill it, I
At
can
this
butcher
point-
it, I can cook it.
At this point, I'm pretty sure we just keep them in pens. But back when we were hunter gatherers, he was learning how to eat raw meat, which is why he only needs 35 seconds aside. So yeah, like
Yeah,
he
I like
knows
mine. I
he
like
knows
mine a
how to
little
break all
longer.
the meat down.
Oh, blue
But
middle.
he doesn't even need fire.
That is
When
why-
zombies are attracted by smoke, this motherfucker's gonna be like, "No, I'm good, good."
I like mine a little longer than blue.
That's why you're gonna die in the zombie apocalypse.
That's why I always joke whenever the apocalypse happens.
Induction, bro. Induction.
Everybody wants to be in their damn corner because I can hunt it, I can kill it, I can butcher it, I can fucking cook it, I can fucking brew my own beer. I'm like, shit, we good.
Dennis hungry.
I thought you said bring my
Tender
own beer. You
piece
said
steak.
No,
brew
brew my own beer, yeah.
I bring my own beer.
I have brew beer.
I mean, look,
I have tender steak from
Like,
beer.
I don't
You
know
work
if we're
on the
doing
beer.
that. Yeah.
I'll take the other
I
half.
don't know if we're
There you
doing
go.
that in the zombie apocalypse, but if you manage to pull that off, I want you on my team. Yes.
We ain't gonna have no fucking filtered water.
Number
It's gonna be
47.
beer.
Beer.
It's just complicating peanut butter cookies. Too many people throw
Yeah, they only need-
buttloads
yeah.
of ingredients into the bowl when making peanut butter cookies, but they really don't have to. Buttload instead of boatloads.
I was okay. I was
The
like,
best
"Gonna say
recipe.
that?"
Sometimes it's hard for me to see the screen from over here, but the best recipes call for only 4 things: peanut butter, vanilla, sugar, and 1 egg.
Yeah.
I'm going to argue that in this recipe that they just gave us, flour is probably
I was gonna say the same thing.
also going to be needing to be if you're making a cookie.
I was trying to figure it out, but maybe there's
or you
something in
just-
peanut butter
You're
that
going to make peanut butter balls?
maybe.
Hey,
It's fine.
Jason,
the raw
Jason,
egg is fine.
those
It's
are called-
pasteurized.
those-
smash
No bakes?
peanut butter cookies.
They're called
Scroll up.
They're called Buckeyes.
Scroll up. What is it? Salt, vanilla? No, sugar, vanilla. and
We
peanut
literally
butter.
have all of that stuff in
I was
the
gonna
house.
say we could bake off some of it. I don't know if it's gonna look like what they have, but we can fucking bake this
We
shit
have
off and
all
see
of
what
those
happens.
things.
Because I'm with you. That seems more like a peanut butter fudge.
Yeah. Like, how are you getting a cookie out?
Recipe test, bitch.
Anyway, scroll down. Where are we at? 48. How
many
many
are
are
there?
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ. Number 48, using fancy vanilla. The more expensive the ingredient, the better it tastes. Not always. People tend to splurge on fancier vanilla when baking, but when cooked with other ingredients, it loses its intensity, meaning you'd be just as good to buy a cheaper vanilla
I
extract.
like that Gorilla Vanilla.
49, rinsing cooked pasta with water. When you rinse down your pasta, you're actually removing the outermost layer of starch from the noodles. This makes it more difficult to coat with stuff like sauces.
This is like if you're going to use it right now.
You don't need to. Yeah, if you're
gonna
going to
use
chill it,
if you're going to use it tomorrow,
you need to chill it.
Or the next day or the next day.
hit it with a little oil, hit it with a little salt, give it a toss,
Right.
so it stays not stuck into one piece.
This is an American sentiment. Let's be honest. Who wants to eat pasta, no matter how well cooked, if it ain't drenched in that sauce?
I mean, it's true.
Well, olive oil is the sauce.
I was going to say, does that count as a sauce? Is that a condiment? A sauce?
Yeah, because like we do olive oil chicken a lot because it's super easy.
Does that count as a sauce, though?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the olive oil. We saute the chicken in olive
Maybe.
oil.
I mean, we're not. Yeah, we're not just cooking up pasta and leaving it plain and
yeah.
snacking on it.
I mean, we'll do that too.
What you got there, my spaghetti lollipop?
I mean,
Number 50.
I've eaten pasta that's not cooked, so I get that. But no.
Number 50, scrambling eggs at the wrong temperature. You're in a rush, so we get why you whacked up the heat on your scrambled eggs. But don't be tempted to do that this time.
Yeah, no, you definitely.
Low and slow is the way to go.
I will say,
It is true. I have
do
been
you
converted.
you have a time limit to go clock in to a certain place where the certain Zon boss tells you need to be clocked in?
You're gonna turn up the fucking heat on them eggs, huh?
Whip that shit the fuck out, put it in a fucking bowl, let's fucking go!
I'm surprised he has time to do that.
Me
Let's be
too.
honest.
I don't
I
do that.
honestly figured Dooley
I
was
grab
a
a
McDonald's
banana and
breakfast
call it a
person.
fucking day, and I shift with my fucking knees.
You
and
grab a
just-
big banana, huh?
Shut the fuck up.
Shifting with them, putting them knees to good use.
Drive
I
one
don't
knee.
understand this.
Number 51, roasting potatoes without parboiling. Don't just smother your potatoes in oil and hope for the best. What you really need to do is get that delicious crisp outside and creamy inside to boil your spuds before putting them in the oven.
I mean, okay. It's
That's-
also going to make it a lot faster.
Again, preference.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you don't have to.
52, refrigerating butter. Butter needs to be in the fridge, doesn't it? Nope. Okay, this is like the third time we've covered butter.
Yeah.
Number 53.
Why wouldn't they put them all together?
Hold on,
again?
go back because it also controls the fact of molding, man. Like, yes, you put your butter, the butter that you're going to use, you can leave out, but the rest of your butter needs to be in the refrigerator.
I mean, yeah, but like, look, how many? Y'all eat a lot of butter.
I just want to say,
I mean, we eat a lot of butter when we cook certain things, but damn, like, why do you need butter just sitting out on the counter?
I want some
All
some
times.
butter bread every now and then. You never know.
yeah,
Don't
you
judge
just,
me.
You just walking in the kitchen, you're
Don't
like, you know
judge
what I
me.
You
want?
know what? Thank God I have room
Some
temperature.
uncooked spaghetti.
I thank God I have
My
room
late night
temperature
snack
butter.
is toast
Right?
with soft butter.
And some
Is
cinnamon and
never-
some sugar.
No,
Well,
that
then,
is
okay,
not
but then
mine.
you just get yourself some Brummel and Brown.
See, yeah, yogurt butter.
Yep,
It's
it's
not
delicious.
margarine.
Number 53, pouring batter into muffin pans. Scroll down, because I've already read this part. To ensure every cupcake looks the same, use an ice cream scoop to measure the exact amount of portions instead of
Well,
just eyeballing the batter.
That makes sense.
Number 24, or 54, using oil in your pasta water. Is there anything worse than sticky pasta? Heck no.
You don't need to put oil in
But
it, though.
while adding oil to the water may keep the pasta from clumping, it also keeps it from sticking to anything else, like deliciously tasting sauces. Simply stir your pasta constantly as it cooks.
Yeah.
And
Number
use a big
55.
enough pot.
Mincing garlic by hand. Every dish tastes better with a hint or a whole lot of garlic. But if you want the maximum flavor possible, don't be tempted just to mince by hand.
I don't know. I'll buy that cup.
Get a
Nice.
garlic press.
Buy that shit in a jar.
I
Exactly, I'll
smashed
say.
that shit with my fork.
Are we just gonna like continue to do the same things? Getting rid of pasta water,
Yeah, I know. Like,
adding it to
Cutting
scroll up
lime.
real quick.
Okay, let's
That's
talk
not.
about.
Yeah, that's not in vain. That's we haven't
Thickening
talked about
sauce.
that. Yes, you should not throw away all of your pasta water.
Number
You should save some.
57, cutting limes wrong. Slice your lime into quarters instead of halves.
We can just
To juice
completely
them.
leave this whole
That's
topic
to
if you'd
juice
like
them.
to.
Yeah. I figured we were coming to the end.
Yeah,
soon.
no, we're like halfway, dude. I think we're good here.
Okay,
yeah.
that sounds good. 'cause
Wow,
that's a fuck ton
though.
of
110.
The one we just left was
Over
over
seasoning
seasoning
chicken.
chicken. Like, come, you fucking need to season your chicken.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't. We're definitely
Where
not
are
going to
we
do
at
it.
in
We're
this?
not going to
How
do fucking
long have we
100
been
and something
doing
of
this?
these.
No,
damn,
absolutely
it keeps on
not.
going too.
All right,
Yeah.
move on to another topic. This is getting long.
Batman to the rescue. What?
Batman.
Oh, this is one of the different ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different topic.
Honestly,
Anyway.
like,
I thought we were just going
Alright, well,
on
now
bullshit.
we jumped into Batman.
Batman, right?
How long have we
Batman
been
to the
running?
rescue.
A long time.
Yeah, what's the time?
How long
on
we
it?
been running, Dooley?
Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's find some way to wrap this up. so 140
It's too many.
of anything.
Fuck culinary students.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair,
fuck them culinary
if a
students.
third
They
of the
don't know
list
shit.
is just repeats, then that's only like fucking 40.
What do you expect? It's the CIA.
I was about to say, don't say CIV, bro. Like, because we didn't put anything on that list. Okay.
CIA still counts, bro. Culinary Institute of America.
Where?
Yep, it's that time.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at,
Team Fat Kid?
on Instagram at,
Team Fat Kid Nation?
on Twitter.
At
Or wait,
Team Fat-
I'm sorry, on X.
Yeah. Team Fat Kid 1.
Damn
yeah.
it, we gotta wrap the whole fucking truck.
On YouTube at,
Team Fat Kid.
and of course you can call us for all of your knife and apparel. Wait, sorry, call us. Of course you can find us online for all your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkidnation.com. Because I was definitely going to give www as a phone number,
That's
just to
also
throw
right.
that out there.
I mean, you can call that. I don't know if it's gonna work.
www.teamfatkidnation.com.
What would that be? Like 999?
You can find the food truck on Facebook at,
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
on the gram,
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
on the X, Twitter, whatever.
F_truck.
You can call us.
At at 757-427-1586. Don't forget, stay hungry.
Be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Jason, you sound like
Praise the Lord. Peace, love, and bacon grease.
You sound like softened butter.
Salt and butter.
Sitting
salt and butter with
sitting
none
on
of
your
garlic in
counter,
there.
just all soft.
Where's the garlic? Do you have the garlic?
What the fuck is going on around here? I swear to God.
They call that the soft close.